Stream is active. Is active or is stream? That is the question. The question that brings us all here today. Is stream good or is stream bad? Next on Star Trek Online at 11. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through my usual, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players that I normally do, and then we'll see what happens. Lelue works. Yay. I did get on today after I woke up from more night, or when I woke up this evening before going to work. I logged into the game, clicked on my name again, and it said rename. So I just changed my name to something somewhat temporary, and I'm waiting to hear back from Cryptic or whatever, or the ticket that I sent asking what happened, why. Today's endeavors are repair shield space, defeat Tzenkethi ground, defeat Voth ground Battlezone. Yeah. So that should be, I should be able to do that one, like with any character, because I'm mostly here all the time anyway. Yes, I am. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Lower that down so we don't get interrupted with the chat going on there. I'm hoping Lelue is a good name. Gotten a few comments on the forums about my name thing. Someone was really, I think, rude. I said, is this the same as like when you were complaining about your ship name? If not, it's not a bug. I wasn't complaining, I was pissed. I wish I could make a game, base it off of like something like Star Trek. But I can't do that anymore. I don't have it in me, Captain. I don't have it in me, Captain. While we're sitting waiting, let's do some of this. Get this out of the way really quickly. Collect my rewards to get some more little dilithium here. Ooh, let's check the, let's just refine. Let's check exchange. Some of our dilithium went through. Nice. Now we've got 1,263. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's plenty of rename tokens for when I have to keep changing my name back to the same name or whatever, if that even works. Filter, show with met requirements. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Back to your stations. The Voth have returned.
We now return to Star Trek Online, the show that asks, how? Computer in program. Oh, last night though, after I did get off and do some research about the name situation, and no one apparently has that problem but me, so it's definitely tied to me. Some reason. My username over the past 7 years and over the past 8 years on the internet or out in the world is now invalid for some reason. Just because of this, just on this game. I mean, my user like name for everything on here is the Scorpona. I mean, that is the default name for the whole account. So I can't wait till they bar that whole thing. Glad I never really tied money into this game if that's the case. And if they can go by just one person going, they're mean. Yeah. And they're like, okay, get rid of them. You know, no. But last night, anyway, after I got through with all that and checking around, I decided just to kind of relax for the few hours I had to go to awake. The few hours that I was awake until I went to sleep to go to work the next day, whatever. I went onto YouTube and found that there was a few Star Trek movies that were free to watch from there. So I decided to watch Insurrection. You know. And as I was watching, I can't remember that I always thought it was an episode, the storyline and the whole thing. It was like, why do I remember it being like a Star Trek episode? Maybe like a 2-hour one or whatever. Because that's what it felt like. You know, if you're not familiar with it, and why haven't you watched it yet if you're a Star Trek fan anyway? I know sometimes people just don't like that. They don't like certain, like, story arcs of the game or story arcs of the show. But Insurrection, you know, Data's on this planet of people that are expected of being pre-warp, being spied on by the Federation and this other race. And Data's like in this protective suit with other people that are firing at him, and they're cloaked, kind of invisible, so the natives don't see them. And Data just starts like shooting everything, shooting the people, not the people of the town or village or whatever it is, but starts shooting the other officers that are there, and he shoots this enclosure that's cloaked, and kind of goes a little crazy. So they contact Picard and all of them, and they're like, you know, hey, can you send us Data schematics or something so we can like figure out, you know, how to fix him something, because he's went rogue and he's like held hostage these people down here with all these other people of Starfleet and whatever. So this piques Captain Picard not to send the schematics, but to actually go there, because Data is a member of the crew and he's a friend, you know. So he goes over, he checks it out. He and Worf like shows up out of nowhere, you know, from DS9, as he does in these movies, just randomly there. But and he's going through something. But Worf and Picard, they get in like a shuttle. They go after Data. Data's shooting at them and all this kind of stuff, and they manage to subdue Data and run some diagnostics and stuff on him. Find out his memory grams or something like that were messed up because of like getting shot or something. And he was in like a protective safety protocol mode or whatever that's a part of who he is. And Picard, Data, and a few others go down to figure out why Data was doing what he was doing. They backtrack, and then they find this this cloaked ship. Or well, they find out the natives first of all are they're capable of warp travel. You know, they can do it. They've done it before. They just decided not to you know, be part of technology anymore. So they just came to this planet just to whatever, you know, just live their life. And so anyway, they find this cloaked ship. It's actually a holodeck ship that has a holodeck recreation of these people's town in it. And the whole thing was like, you know, they were going to be uprooted from their living place, and without them being aware of it, transported and then like placed somewhere on like a different planet or something like that, and not even be aware. Well, this does not set well with Picard. The Admiral dude is in charge. and saying it's like orders from Starfleet, and Picard's all like bullshit. Starfleet wouldn't do this, So he goes off and wings it himself to do whatever he can, and finds out that these alien things or whatever are actually more responsible for what's going on, because the planet itself has regenerative properties due to the rings around it. It's also in the briar patch, so that aids in allowing these people to reverse age to a healthier state, and live like 300 plus years longer and all this. And so Starfleet wants it for reasons, but these other people whose skin is like falling off, and like leprosy type situation, I guess. I don't know. They've stretched their skin around just to keep it on or something. I never really figured out what was going on with them. Anyway, Picard and them virtually they lead these people away, put up transport dampeners so the enemy can't like beam them up, because they've decided that they're going to take the planet instead of transporting these people, since the people have found out about their plan. And that's what Data was doing. He found out about the plan, and as he was trying to take down the holodeck ship, that's whenever he got blasted either by security or automatic security, and it flipped his switch and made him do what he did, like go nuts and stuff. Try to reveal the truth to the people. Anyway, Riker and team are like trying to get word back to Starfleet about stuff, and they have to eject the warp core because they're in the briar patch, and there's like this singularity that happens and whatnot. Makes the ship almost like get destroyed. So of course let's not destroy another ship. We've only had it for like a few movies. I think what was it? First Contact was before Insurrection, I think. Anyway, so Picard, he's like falling in love with this woman on the planet that is very. They're technically savvy and all this, but they just choose not to have technology. Data's befriended this little boy. So these alien things or whatever, they start trying to force beam out these people, and Picard and then put up dampeners, and they go into the mountains so they can't be beamed out, because there's like these crystals up there that prevent beaming technology from working correctly. And so they start tagging them, and they beam them and this and that and all this, and finally the guy that's behind all of this actually decides he's just done enough of it. He's gonna set up this or set off this bomb thing, or this butterfly up in the briar patch to do what he wanted to do, steal these rays or something, or radiation stuff that helps people regenerate. I don't know. Wasn't really paying that much attention to that part of the plot because it made no sense. But so Picard and all of them and have this idea that they're gonna beam the guy and his ship or crew into a fake holodeck type simulation on the holo ship, and they do, and they trick the guy, and then they blow up his little device he was going to use to gather this stuff, which would have destroyed the planet and everything. So everything was happily ever after that. But to me, the movie just felt like a TV show, a TV episode. Maybe it was like supposedly a plot, to be that. Because you got like shit. You've got like Insurrection. Oh no. Generations, which marry the two of the new generation versus the old generation, so that the new generation takes over from the old in a way. And then you've got Next Generation, which started doing their own movies after Generations as their own thing. I think it was First Contact was the first movie they had, and that was pretty awesome. I mean, I got my microphone wet. Hopefully it's not going to go. Let me check it. Yeah, it's still working right. Good deal, Lucille Ball. Good deal, Lucille Ball, indeed. Okay. All right. Testing. 1, 2, 5, 7, 9. Okay. Yeah, First Contact, which was, pretty good. I mean, it was like the origins of everything and how they got to warp speed.
Congratulations, Admiral.
You're welcome, Admiral. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Mr. Admiral. But then, what was it? Was it Insurrection was next? I think, and that was just bleh, like an episode or something. Really didn't feel like a movie. Then what was it? Oh shit, I forget all of them. It wasn't Nemesis immediately after that. Couldn't have been. Star Trek movies. Space maybe? It was. Wow. Generations, First Contact, Insurrection, Nemesis. That's it. Fuck. I could have sworn they may have made another one. Well, that's sad. Anyway. Ooh, Lelu's maxed out there. Cool. Cool, Lelu, cool. That's awesome, cool. Cool, Lelu, cool. Fonzie? Demolish illegal blockade. Does that plan out? No. Plan that one out? No. That one? Niet. Okay. That one? No. That one? No. This one? No. Have this one here? No, 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 no. Just drank some water and got it all over my microphone and down the wrong pipe at the same time. Ooh, that one right there's got 150 and 500. Let's do that. 35, 45, 90. Get that there, and a 67, was it? Yeah. That'll bump it. Boom, shakalaka. Bam, shakalaka. Boom, boom. Let me hear you say, wire. Dun 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 dun. 6515. Really don't need specialization points, but I would like to get that up there. And it is 20,000 energy credits. That one's 20,000 and 500 dilithium. Nice. 72 there. 26. Alright. Man, I could have sworn there was another Star Trek TNG type movie set. PH. Hermf. Nah. Let's go over to our other character, Michael Myers. I need to find that sound effect. Oh, wait, I need to defeat some more Voth, since I can do this with Lelue. She's closer to 60. So let's do that, man. Let's do that. Let's go around here, okay? Yeah. Ew, it's those kind of capture points. I don't like those. They're not as fun. So I just need to start prepping them for ship battle modes and stuff. Oh, wait. That way. Maybe like, What could Lelue be? Out of the weapon types, that's what I could do. I could make, like, one is a Tetrion player. You know, that does Tetrion weapons damage in space only. Somebody does Plasma. Somebody does, Disruptor, Anti-Proton, Phaser. I could be the Phaser. Well, I need to have a backup Phaser, evidently. I'm going to be getting picked on. Personal shoes losing power. This is your personal shoes losing power. We're going to kick you and hit you here. Okay. Attack these. Attack that. And that one. And shoot that. Attack that Voth and turret. That Voth there. Und that Voth over there. 53 of 60. We need a little more. There's some Voth. We got 55. 5 more Voth. That's all we need is 5 more Voth. In the shadows of the Dyson sphere, PHE. And the Rex just popped. It got erected.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Turn around, devil, now I'm gonna fall apart. I clicked outskirts. You just gotta click in the right spot. The right spot. Spark. 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 Spark, mister. Spark. Ooh. Nice. That's why you use the collective nightmares on that. Because then he'll target his own Voth people. The Voth people. They'll target the Voth people down there. They'll tag them all there. They'll be tagging them. A square? Weird. Weird. Very, very weird. And that was weird as well. And that one got taken out by me. That way. Ooh. Very rare right there. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Maybe I should watch First Contact. I mean, you know, it's different. There's time travel. It's been a long road getting from there to here. It's been a long road, but my time is finally near, and I can see the change in the wind right now. Nothing's in my way. Ooh, the Endeavor thing's flashing. Yay. A new Endeavor unlocked. And we got a bio. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. So how's everyone's Labor Day going? I was working. And tomorrow I'm officially off. Though I probably will get called in because that seems to be happening a whole lot. Pretty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Oh, you pretty chitty bang bang, pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. And our chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang loves us too. I haven't watched that movie in a long time either.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work.
Excellent work, Drill Sergeant.
The Voth fortress has engaged transporters. Troops inbound.
We built this city on rock and roll. Troops inbound. The troops are inbound. Troops are inbound and they're not real. Ooh, let's wake up somebody's friendly people here. I always like waking some of their captors up. No, not captain. Their officers up and watch the officers like run to the captain going, "What the hell, man? Why did you just leave us out there, dude? That's not cool, man. That's not cool." No, the not cool are not cool, man. Okay. Michael? It's amazing that in the future here, you know, they still use like radio communications that sound like. Let's look at our endeavor. Let's look in perk. We got critical chance ground, ground damage resistant ground, damage resistant beta space. Let's do space. Do that. Nice. We're 221 now. Alright, same as before. Let's just get these out of the way so it's faster. Okay, personal right there, plan. That. I shot him 6 times. I shot him 6 times. Man, one day I need to tear apart a phone that I acquired. It's one my sister, whenever she was dating this guy, he gave me his HTC One smartphone that was, wasn't in service anymore or anything. And the reason he gave it to me was like a cracked screen and all that, and the battery was dead. Like you turn it on, and like several minutes later, it just would die on you. Like, I mean, you could keep it running with like, while plugging it into something or putting it in low power mode. It would last about maybe like 5 minutes longer, but it would get too hot and then the battery would just die. It was just old. But it was still kind of useful to me. I mean, I could take it to work at certain times and, like charge it up, plug it into the wall at work, and then take a picture of my schedule on the wall. And that was nice. And take it home, plug it in, and take it off of there, put it on my computer, and see my schedule. That's mostly what I used it for. But it got a little bit worse. I mean, if you use the flash, it immediately would die upon taking a picture, and then you try to access the picture, and it would say, there's a problem at whatever, and it'd give you the error message. So I kind of shelved it and set it there. It's like the only thing that I can have to take a picture, because I don't have a smartphone that's personal to me. I have a dumb phone, which is text and messaging, and duh, it's the same damn thing, isn't it? With just talk and text. And so I don't really have a need for a smartphone. So anyway, I've always wanted to take the phone apart, the HTC One. I think it's an M7 HTC One. And tear it down, get to the battery, and figure out exactly which battery it is, because I've looked it up, and there are several different types of batteries that the phones used at that time. And if I can find the one that it did use, 'cause it's a soft pack battery, not a hard battery. Again, I can tear it down, get a new front screen for it, kind of bring it back to life, not activate it, but still maybe, take it to work with me if I needed it or whatever. Because I have a Cardia Mobile hooked to it, the little ECG pads on the back that I had bought for myself, and I would use it, charge it up enough and then use it, because if you left it plugged in, it would interfere with the ECG read. But I was thinking just... So I looked at the batteries, even though they make like several different ones depending on what you need or something, or whichever one it had at the time. They're not too expensive, but once you tear the phone down, you can't really get it back together easily. Well, you can put it back together, but the front cover is kind of like just torn up. The adhesive is like won't stick right again, so that's why you had to get another front cover. But plus the glass of the one that I do have is cracked, so it would be nice to have it just working again, even though it's... I mean, you can probably go out and like get a better phone, just whatever, but if it's only just maybe just a few bucks just to get like a battery for, and maybe something under $10 for a cover or a new like glass top, why not, Heck, then I could probably use it in my fake VR goggles that I have. The cheap ones you can get where you slide your phone into the front of it. And then I could not play it in VR chat. Yeah. Because then you have to do a certain thing to make that work. I mean, I've tried it before, leaving it plugged in. It's got a loose plug in at the very back of it, so you have to kind of bend the charger cable itself down so that it locks in better. I think it's because if you have a case for the HTC, like an actual OtterBox type case, it can hold a charger a lot better because it's kind of designed to snug fit it in. Versus if it's by itself, it's like the charge thing is like sticks out and doesn't go all the way into the phone right. It's like a design flaw or something, I don't know. But the pictures it takes, if it's not a flash picture, then it leaves these purple tiny squares all over the camera too, or over the image. So it's really not that good of a picture unless you do that. And I was going to use that phone the other night to take a picture of that Hyundai laptop I was talking about, but the camera died, and it drained the battery down to nothing. So I couldn't wait to let the battery charge up or leave it plugged in, because if the battery's under like a certain percentage, I think maybe 50%, and you still have it plugged in, it still dies anyway because the flash drains it.
Viking damage detected.
But yeah. The laptop is actually called a Hyundai Neutron 425SX, and I could not find a picture of it on the internet anywhere. And I see what actually happened to it. It wasn't that something sat on it and broke it. It's that I guess the hinges that are inside of it got so stuck, like from its position, that whenever I tried to actually open it that one time that I've like years later, it cracked the frame, or the plastic that was keeping, that was there, because it was just so stuck. I should have, I guess, oiled it first somehow, and went slower. But the hard drive, I think, is completely shot in that thing anyway. I don't even think that computer's really worth anything, because the way it is. And I could slide the battery out of it. I forgot all about that. Not battery. I mean, well, I can take the battery off, and also the little hard drive inside of it. It's interesting. I would like to do that though, to get files off of it that I know are there from years past, just to have. Back it all up, you know. I believe in hoarding, you know, keeping backups of a lot of stuff. Like computers that I've worked on over the years, clients' computers and stuff. I would ask them, hey, would you like me to back up your data or whatever? Like it'd mostly be just like pictures and maybe 6 pictures of just random dog pictures or something, you know, and maybe not personal files or anything, but just like Word document things and essays that the parents' kids wrote for school or something, and it's junk that didn't even like equal really like maybe a few megabytes. Maybe I would say up to 100 or less megabytes of just stuff. And if they said yes, I'd back it up and I'd put it on like a CD for them and give it back to them whenever I would redo their computer if I had to. You know. And then I'd say, hey, do you want me to keep a backup copy of it on my computer just in case you lose the CD? And they'd say, yeah, sure. So I'd put it on my computer and then like zip it and encrypt it and all that kind of stuff, and password protect it, and then forget the password. And it would get corrupt anyway, I think. But I keep a lot of stuff backed up from everything. My previous, I have a storage drive on my computer that I've swapped out from several computers over the years of just random downloads, data, and everything. Backups of like I got all my Steam games backed up and on there. And I could probably actually get rid of all that because, you know, the Steam games, even if you back them up, they still get updated depending on which game it is, if it's still a new game. And the update would have more recent files, and since now I have better internet, I could just download the game quicker. Versus before, that's why I backed it up in the first place, is because I would, my connection was so slow to the internet that if it takes several days, up to about maybe 10 days, depending on how big the game was. If it were like a gig or something, that would take 3 days to download straight if there was no problems. You know, like other people in the household like using the internet. But it was bad. That internet connection really sucked. CenturyLink sucks. Remember that. But that's like I was saying, the reason why I would back up the games is so that if something happened to the game or a hard drive crash, because at the time, that was when I actually really did leave the games on a second hard drive, and that hard drive did crash. So I did use the backup game and reinstalled it through that versus downloading it, and just let it update what files it needs to update. So it came in handy to have those downloaded or backed up, and I do have them backed up right now. Let me minimize and just look, because now I'm curious. That's how my mind works. I jump all over the damn place. Gaming, Steam. No. Where is that at? I got shit all over the place. Pixel Music, emulation. Oh, it's under my iOS. I think games. Steam backups. Let me right click on that folder and just randomly. 139 gigs of games. And it's not just like, you know, a few big games either. It's a bunch of small games and stuff too. Not even like GTA though. That's a main game. I do not have that one backed up. I don't have it through Steam either. I had to go about it a different way since I had a slow internet connection. So if I ever had to reinstall it, I don't know what I would do. Because whenever I got GTA 5, I bought the actual hard discs, you know, the actual discs themselves. not hard disk, but you know, the DVDs of them, or the game on disc. And I installed it through that until it got to a certain amount, and then I'd run the game and it would download more stuff or whatever. So the majority of like the 90 plus gigs of the game was from DVDs and downloads over the internet. And whenever there was an update for GTA back when I had that slow internet, I just said forget it. Because it would have like taken a whole month, and by then a new update would probably have come out. So I was like, never mind. But then I got, you know, this internet we have now. It's a hell of a lot faster. But I would like to actually. Did I? I think I did move it. Didn't I move that? Gaming D drive, program files, Steam. Nope, not Steam. Program files, Rockstar Games. Yeah, I did. I moved it over to that new drive because my C drive was getting kind of. I like that you can move it now, because back then, whenever I moved it, like it was on the failing hard drive that I had. Before I knew it was failing, it was there. And then whenever I kind of like got that feeling that this drive like was at the end of its course because it started making the ball bearing noise, I moved the files from GTA over to my main drive, and so like a week later, that's when that drive died. Not the main one, but the gaming drive I had. So I was like, whoa, that was close. I did seem to lose, though. I had like a wrestling game on there and lost some of it. I don't think I synced it at the time to either to Steam, so maybe the game files are still somewhere, like those saves and whatnot. They put that stuff all over the computer. You know, like the files and things for stuff. Like, for instance, whenever I used MIRC for IRC chat, it would be in program files, MIRC, whatever, you know. Everything there you needed. All your like files, all the scripts / programs you write through MIRC or whatever, sound effects, whatever you had, you know, it would be right there. But as soon as you get into like later versions of Windows, and they had that app data and local low roaming and all that kind of stuff, it would scatter itself through that, and instead of leaving it in one damn spot. I hated that shit. That's why I don't have multiple accounts of like on my main computers. I just keep myself as me. And whenever I install anything, I install it for the whole computer instead of just one person or something. But I mean, I'm only myself on here. I mean, I'm just the administrator of my own damn computer. Of course, there's always the hidden administrator, if you know how to unlock that. Goodness gracious, I'm yawning. I barely slept last night. Let's see. Go to another character. I did do the lithium, didn't I? I think I did. Okay. Yeah, this morning, because I went to bed at maybe like after I got through streaming, watched that movie, you know, Star Trek, damn it, Insurrection. Waited around a little bit, maybe went to bed about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I have a problem. And about like maybe 7:30 in the morning, which is like an hour and a half after I went to sleep, one of our dogs that stay in the house just started barking. Rough, 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 rough. would not stop barking. I'd clap my hands. I'd tell it to shut up. Keep on barking. Bark, bark, bark. Ruff, 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 you know. So I would like kind of maybe drift off and then wake back up. It was like 9 o'clock then. So maybe like an hour or 30 minutes of sleep again. And then I'd hear like row, 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 over and over and over. And then I look at the clock. I'm like, oh shit. You know, I got to be up like a certain time to get ready to go to work. Which I went to work. Here's my usual day of going to work. 2 p.m. to like 9 p.m. That's an average day. But I don't get up right before. I schedule myself to get up at an hour and 30 minutes or whatever before I have to go to work, just in case something happens and I need that extra time. You know, I plan ahead. But the dog was barking. I get up and I'm like, okay, you know, I get up at like 12:45 or whatever it is. Sometime. I get ready to go to work. And then I'm told, well, the reason why the dog's barking is because my sister, who doesn't live, because I live at home, and you know I pay a little bit of rent, which means I actually need to pay for this past month. I didn't. Ah, shit. That was not a lot of stuff there. I pay my way while I'm here. I stay in my own little room. It's kind of like an apartment now. Just one tiny room though, an apartment. But I'm told like, oh, my sister's getting another dog, and this other dog is going to be staying with us for a while until she could get rid of a dog she's got or something, because she's got like, what is it now, 11 dogs. It's really crazy. She's got 2 Labradors, 4 Labradors, 2 Pit Bull, 2.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work.
2 Australian Shepherd dogs, another
The Voth
dog,
fortress has engaged transporters. Troops inbound.
some other dog, 2 puppies that she's going to save from this previous dog that she just did that kick off yet? No. Okay, I can just wait. Okay, yeah, two puppies from this previous dog that had puppies. She's gonna use them for breeding. So she's gonna give that dog back to whomever, because that person wants that dog back now. So they're gonna use that. They're gonna have this dog that we have here now. So yeah, my sister, she's got like chickens, dogs, ducks, geese, goats. I'm surprised she doesn't have pigs. So that's what the whole barking situation was. We're temporarily watching one of her dogs until she can take it home. It's so annoying. No, we got a dog that's annoying. I mean, every time you like, if I get out of my room and I just go to the kitchen or something like that, this dog's like jumping up all over me, sniffing my air that I walk through. Excited, pees the floor. You gotta wipe the floor up. She's hitting your face the whole time. You tell her to get down, tell her to go somewhere else or whatever, make it like a hissy sound, like you're spraying her with something. She walks off. Comes back 2 seconds later, like, oh, hey, I didn't know you came in, you know. Jumps all over you again, like, you know, you're brand new. And while our male dog, which this was a female, the male dog, he's just real chill, relaxed, you know. He sits up on the couch. He has this way of, see, our couch is, it faces, the back of the couch faces the kitchen. And so he's made it his own little thing ever since he was a little puppy. He gets up there, he sets his butt onto the armrest of the couch and puts his feet over the back of the couch and just sits there like that's his little perch. And he does that himself. He'll like move into position and he'll just like playing himself like, you know, you'll hear him grunt. He's a Labrador, so he's a pretty big dog. And he just sits there, you know. You walk over there and he like looks at you and little nod, like the little nod from not downward nod but an up nod, you know. So what's up, you know. You know, I'll let him in my room. He'll jump up on the bed that I have a comforter over, and just for him, you know, it's his comforter kind of thing. I'll take it off there whenever I'm not gonna, if I know for sure he's not coming in the room. And he'll just sit there and just look at me, moan, and say, "Hey, man, come over here and lay with me,
Back to
man."
your
You know.
stations. The Voth have returned.
Enemy targets on sensor.
But he's a relaxed Labrador. It's a silver lab, which is like a rarer breed. Because they decided like years and years ago, like 200 plus years or less or something. Plus or less, who knows? I don't know how the history of it goes. I barely pay attention as it is to a lot of stuff. But
Congratulations, Admiral.
they deemed it like years ago that silver Labradors were not a pure breed of Labrador. So they would like kill the puppies that were silver just to maintain the straight up and narrow of Labradors, which are supposed to be either black labs, yellow lab, and then that was it. But then you have the chocolate lab, then you have like, you know, the silver, the charcoal, all this stuff, which are classified under chocolate. And now they're a thing again, and so that's what my mom does. She's got 2 dogs, and she lets them breed like once a year or whatever months it is, 6 months, depending if she needs them to breed or not. And they're like relatively young, about maybe 3, 4-ish or something. And she sells the puppies. That's what she does now, and her candle business. But other than that, and that got my sister going ching. So let's get some dogs. So she ended up like getting out of the first litter of dogs that my mom's 2 dogs that she had paid for, which it cost a pretty good penny to have a silver Labrador or to buy one. And so my sister like buys one from my mom, and my mom gives her another one as a gift. So they're like 2 brothers that live with my sister. And then before that, though, was this stray Australian Shepherd that was found on the side of the road. So then my sister like had 3 dogs, then another stray, then another one, then another one. Then she like runs off and like buys one from, say, California or something, and takes a long trip to go over there to get one of those. It's insane. It's all because off her breeding stuff too. She got one from, I think it was somewhere in Texas at one time. Why am I lagging? And the one she got at Texas was like about to start breeding, or was told that it couldn't breed, or something. I don't know. It's all damn confusing is all it is. Fucking confusing as hell. But then that dog has some puppies. My sister sells it. She's like, "Hey, this is money." And she gets another dog from this one lady that's getting a divorce from her husband. They had a pregnant dog, and they didn't want to have nothing to do with these damn dogs anymore. So she sells it to my sister for a cheaper price. Dog has puppies. That's why she kept 2 of them. Yada yada yada. More dogs. You go into their house because she keeps them all in the house. Now, this is not a big house either. They've pretty much taken over the house at this point. They're potty trained. That's what's good, you know, and they're not dirty or anything. But still, because she bathes them and stuff certain times, clips their fingernails or toenails, whatever it is. And they all eat separately too. She's got them trained because she's always wanted to be some sort of a dog trainer. One of her dogs is deaf, and she like taught it sign language. It's got a name too, so when she calls out his name, she's like, "Why do I even bother calling if you can't hear me?" But that's when I had recently went over there and saw all these dogs firsthand, because I've never been over there with all the dogs. They've had like to get furniture all the time, newer furniture, because these dogs would tear this shit up. Because her husband also has 4 kids, and sometimes all 4 kids will be there. One of them does not. One of them stays with the other parent. 2 of them alternate every so often with him, and then one stays with my sister and her husband. And it's just crazy. So you got like wild kids, wild dogs, and everything's just wild and crazy. And ducks, and a goose that has like that angel wing problem, so it can't fly. A goat that ate chicken feed that almost died. Another goat. Chickens all over the yard chasing you and pecking you in the back of the leg. It's crazy. I could not take it. Already like when I get up in the morning, a lot of times the heart just racing, you know. But as soon as I wake up and just sit up, it's like, you know, you feel it in your throat and all that kind of stuff. Just imagine like a bunch of dogs just barking. Like as soon as you try to sleep, you get that bark and you get that jolt in your chest of adrenaline going, and you're finally calmed down. Then all of a sudden you hear somebody's phone ringing. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring. Something really loud and annoying, and nobody's answering the damn thing. It's not your phone, it's somebody else's, but it's constantly ringing. It's so annoying. That's why sometimes I wish, like, my 5-year anniversary, I would have got myself something, the noise suppression earmuffs, or whatever they were. Would have been nice. I know I had to get a gift for someone else that don't use it. Good night. There are some great streamers of Star Trek Online out there in Twitchland. I am not one of them. They've got like it all figured out, you know. Even some face camming and stuff. I don't really care much for face camming. I'm ugly as fuck. Plus I don't have a camera. I mean, I do have a webcam from back in like early 2000s, which I doubt would be clear enough for doing shit with. But I just figure like, you know, whatever. It's cool, like that Xander dude, like what he can do, like have all those people like plan out events and things. That's pretty awesome. I'm not an event planner. I mean, I'm like one of the worst person like to play with, as far as if you're going to want to win and strategize with. No. It's like the person I was working with the other night. She says, I'm finally going to learn how to play chess or whatever. They want me to learn how to play chess. I'm like, well, good. You know, it's worth learning how. But I said, I never learned how. I mean, I know the moves. I know which, you know, what the rules of it are, but I can't strategize for shit. I can think, okay, well, the first few moves, they're gonna like either move one of these pawns forward or twice forward, and that's it. That's all the strategizing I could figure. And then you get those people who are like really obsessed over it, you know, and they'll be like, you just move something somewhere. You said you can't move that in check. You can't do that. You know, they'll bark at you. Like, what, dude? Who gives a shit? I mean, we've been playing for money? No? Okay, then shut the hell up. You know? But no, I'm not good at all that. So the point of the matter is, if you have me in game and you want to play with me in game to like actually do something, we're probably gonna lose if you have me on your team. It was like that whenever I was going to school through like, you know, grade school and all that kind of stuff. I never got picked for anything. The only way I got picked was if I was last. You know, you know, they would like, I'll have so and so. Oh, I'll have so and so. So and so for here too. Okay, he's left. Now what? Well, it's your pick, and you have to have him. Do I really have to? I mean, is there anybody else out there? Be one of those people like, hey, I got the ball. We're not even playing that game. You're going the wrong way. Yeah, I sucked at sports in school. That's for damn sure. You know, sports weren't for me. My allergies didn't like it either. Go outside. I played t-ball when I was a kid. You know, like a little kid, about maybe 7, 8 years old, maybe younger or older. I don't know. I forgot. I forget traumatic events, which is why I can't remember whenever I'm doing at the store that I work at half the time. I get home, I'm like, hey, did I go to work today? You know? Starting to sound like Rodney Dangerfield. But no, I like the play t-ball. You know, ball'd come over to me. They say, hey, pick up the ball and throw it to first. It said, first what? First what? You know, I just kind of like throw it and it would go just randomly somewhere. Because I couldn't, I still to this day don't have control over anything I throw. It's not like I throw like a girl. I have power behind my throw. I just can't. If I plan on throwing it to hit something, I can't. But if I throw something and not intentionally mean to hit it, it will hit it. Like I can be I can be a few feet away from a trash can, throw something in there. It'll go like behind it, or it'll go in front of it. It'll go to the side. I'll pick it up and try it like 500 more times, and it still won't go in the hole. But I can plan on throwing it in front of it, and it'll go right in every time. I don't understand. It's almost like there's a force that pushes it away. Damn it. So with these yawning spells, excessively sleepy all the time. Do you have excessive thirst? Why, yes, I do. You must be diabetic. No, sir, I'm biodetic. I'm just trying to get these up here too. Some energy credits, maybe. That's good for that one. Okay, did I give the... Yes, I did. Check the exchange again. Wow. Alright, let's go to O'Neill. O'Neill. Indeed. I need to find Tilk saying indeed. Let's go look up Tilk. All the times Tilk said indeed. Complete compilation. Indeed. See, why does Tilk see... Ugh. Sorry, that's some snot going down my throat there. One of the major characters introduced in Stargate SG-1 is Tilk, a Jaffa warrior played by Christopher Judge, God of War. bunch of stuff that they leave out because this is paraphrasing. His use of "indeed" became something of a running gag over the course of Stargate SG-1 to the point of becoming a catchphrase. Indeed. Indeed, O'Neill. Indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Let's just play one of these from YouTube. Here we go. Play.
When it comes to fighting crime, there's only one man keeping the streets safe while keeping it real. Indeed. Took P.I.
That's not one I thought it would be.
Indeed. Indeed, I have not. Indeed. Indeed, we have. That is indeed the case. Indeed. 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 Indeed, I have not. Indeed, we are trapped. Indeed. 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 Indeed, she was. Indeed. Indeed.
What is with... Okay, there's a lot of indeeds there. It's not a clear one at all. What the hell? What is it? What is with like people that put like videos together on there? Like source material is obviously like television shows, movies, or whatnot like that. Actual audio. But it's always crappy audio. Is it on purpose so the YouTube doesn't go, "Hey, you used that. I'm telling on you. I'm gonna tell the po-po on your ass." Indeed. Christopher Judge is indeed Tilk. Run. And he ran so far away. He wants to get away. Whoa, got trapped in the trees. Here we go. Stare it over. Ah, somebody captured it already. Dang it. Dadgummit. Listen there, you maggot. Anybody capturing? Yeah. Okay, so the park's about to be captured. Or not park, but the over there. The outskirts. It's in the final stage. Okay, there it goes. Running away, I'm running. O'Neill. Indeed. Sir. What is it, Carter? Sir. Sir, if I put down one of these molecular services, they're going to take it down the refrigerator. Alright, whatever. Yeah, you do that. What was one of the things that David Hewlett was talking about, like working with Richard Dean Anderson on Stargate SG-1 and some, Atlantis, was like he would... Does everyone want to be a jerk and use ball lightning?
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work.
But he said that what Richard Dean Anderson would do is like
transporters. Troops inbound.
take like so much stuff out of what he was going to say just to a few words, because he didn't like a whole lot of lines, so they did have to adjust. Versus, David, like, whenever he's Roddy McKay, and even in real life, dude, he's got technical babble, and it's pretty awesome. I mean, real stuff in real life versus, Stargate stuff in fake life. That sucks, man. Doink doink. They could totally make a Stargate SG-1 MMO. Lots of glitches today in the ground battle zone. Glitches. Damn it, I can't spell for shit. Glitches get stitches. Oh. I said that completely wrong. Yarm, yarm, yarm. Yarm, yarm. Meow, 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 meow. Where does the leaf texture pattern repeat itself? Let's watch and see. Okay, we have a big glop right there. If we head this way, well, not too far. Okay, there's the glop. Because I know they're overusing some texture somewhere. Ah, forget it. Ah, for crying out loud. Because there's a little, if we look over here to the transition, it'll be a small amount, small amount, small amount, and probably nothing at all. They paint it in that way. It's really, really interesting how that works. Like, it's kind of like a layery type situation. If it's anything like the Halo tags, you know, whenever I was making Halo
Back
maps
to
and
your
stuff.
stations. The Voth have returned.
You have your like your control frame for a lot of stuff, and when you overlay a say a map of the ground, you like use it in a like maybe Photoshop or something like that, depending on the depth of you know, like using black and white matting or masking. You can change it up depending on what's going to be where. Like if you wanted this just to be grass, maybe you put it like a shade of gray, and then the ground would be like, this will be white. White, 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 white. And then you would go back to like a gray. And then where you want these to be, right here, you put like a black, gray, you know, like kind of outline it. Gray, a mixture of gray, black, and the darker spots, the super dark spots like this here, probably be like black. So it kind of blends. It's really, really interesting. It's really, really interesting, man. It's really, really interesting. Yes. Yes. Really, really interesting. Boom! Kablooey. I love when things go kablooey. Still haven't decided on a ship yet. There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a belly of tea. That song is still stuck in my head. Somebody capturing? Is that what's going on? Yeah, okay. Oh, below my belly boys blow. I love Sunpack Lightning. I said I love Sunpack Lightning. Bitch, I said. It's not been 2 weeks from shore. Down on her, alright, little boy. They need to only allow players at the same levels to populate certain battles and TFOs.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Take that wailing toll. Do 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 do. Bam bam ba da ba da bam 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 ba da 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 da. Everything was fine until the summer event. The summer even introduced ball lightning. Summer even? Coiners get high-end weapons. I guess they mean people that buy stuff through Zen. That's not any better than people using buffs like lightning, etc. Some pack is awesome. And everybody has access to it. I don't understand. Except for the ball one. I don't know. What is it, the ball lightning? I mean, I think I know what it is. Maybe that one that takes down the Rex in 5 seconds. Or 1.5 seconds. Somebody was just complaining about some pack. Everyone literally has access to something.
Enemy targets on sensor.
It's virtually harmless. They left a dude behind. Look at that. What kind of game are we playing where we leave our soldiers behind? Star Trek Online, sir. I don't know. You said you saw somebody complaining. This is confusing. Look, Captain, put all hand in sorry. Take that lemon go. So, okay, this doesn't make any sense. Let me just read this back if I can. It's not any better than people using the buffs like lightning. And I was like, Sunpack lightning, or Sunpack is awesome. Someone was just complaining about Sunpack. And I'm like, everyone has access to Sunpack. It's virtually harmless to the Rex. And then the person's like, then what's the complaint? You're the one that said someone was just complaining about it. There's like... There's like 5 different... There's like 5 different, like... Ah, my God. Talking to these people, man, it gets me off my game here. I mean, I don't mind talking as long as I'm not like in the middle of trying to capture one of these zones, because you have to like stay on it, but... Saw that.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Boom, 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 boom. Chill, go wake up Carter. Carter, damn it, Carter, bastard. No, I mean, like, if I could get this accomplished here, I can respond. Oh, I mean, like, 5 different... Okay, 3 of 5 are captured. What the hell? What needs to be captured again? This one again? My god. So that's a good use of Sumpec Lightning. Whenever you're in a friggin' hurry and you don't want to have to wait for them to die. Eh. That one from like, Ryza?
Enemy targets on sensor.
Damn it! I hate those damn swarmers. Wish I can get to a point where I can actually discuss things. Ah, stop shooting me already. Damn. Okay. That should be a few of... Okay. Piece of shit. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. Capture. Capture! Mister. You don't make me bring Kirok out here. If you make me bring Kirok out here, I'll get all up in your face. Capture, mister. For crying out loud. Capture. For crying out loud.
Enemy targets on sensor.
I like to do the O'Neill crying out loud.
Flanking damage detected.
Is that dude? Yeah. Okay, alright, 12 is good. Like. How do you freaking spell it in this game? There's so many different ways to spell the word lightning. Let's see, right here. Lightning. See, lightning. There we go. We'll call it that. Lightning.
Flanking damage detected.
Another one that they advertised that one time that I forget. The I don't know the names of all that shit. I'm sorry that I don't know, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mister. For crying out loud. I need to have that one too for O'Neill. That would be fun. Have a sound effect where O'Neill goes, "Oh, for crying out loud." Everybody was frightening. And the mouth full of bull. Yeah. Okay, I cannot be interrupted during this capture because people aren't helping capture. So let's do this. They're trying to get there about 60 Voth, probably. There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Battlezone, Captain. You just wait till I have access to look up stuff online. You just wait. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Chesty McFargan. His name is Chesty McFargan. He lives downstairs and goes to bed early. Somebody call for an Uber? Ah, man. You know, I did have that cloaking camouflage thing for Tilk on here in this game to be more kind of like the later seasons of Stargate SG-1, where Tilk went to those Jaffa that had the cloaking ability or something. Hell if I remember. Chronotons. And Decepticons. And Decepticons. Get you in the back, son. And the Decepticons. And the Decepticons. Against the Autobots. The Decepticons are against the Autobots. The Autobots. Robot. It's this Methuselah robot. Mister. You just wait here, mister. I'm going to Google real quickly. Lightning kit module. Ball, lightning, Sompek. Seems to be the only two. Some bit. Ball, lightning, collective nightmares, gravity gun. Oh, okay. So the arena Sompek awarded that. Before the boat had the water. So I don't know. I could have sworn there was more than just those two. But whatever. I'm not trying to prove a point. I'm just trying to talk about shit in the game that everybody else is talking about, and then add a little fun to it. You are being flanked. Flank, get away from me! Oh, for crying out loud. I gotta do it. I gotta look it up. Brilliant. Stargate Sounds page. Jedi's Saber. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we'll save it first. What the hell? They don't have it on their page where they can actually play it. We're sorry. We had a problem and crashed. Thank you, Firefox. Thank you. I downloaded the sound. It's like, oh, we crashed, okay? We'll be right back later, you know, and all that. Well, that was really quiet.
Oh, for crying out loud.
That's not a good crying out loud.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah, that's not a crying out loud. I need to find a good one. A good O'Neill crying out loud. That way when this character's on, it's, oh, for crying out loud. Let's do that. I'm so freaking eager to see if those things, you know, but they won't. They'll be like another few days because I did do them a few days apart. I remember that. I remember. I remember those, and I duty offices. Duty office. Complete. You know, if I get the go-ahead, like, or something from Cryptic about, oh, hey, we're sorry, we accidentally made you change your name. Here, son, change it back to whatever you want to. If not, then what if I buy a rename token? I mean, I've got Zen for it. Rename myself back to myself again? Then what? Oh, we're sorry, your name, it offended somebody. Somebody did, it offended somebody. And then if it offends somebody, well, we're absolutely sorry, but you're gonna have to change your name. Yeah. Our legal department says you're gonna have to change your name. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. And then goes and takes a nap in a recliner. Ah. Ooh, Klingon Empire Tier 10 achieved. Nice, nice, nice. I've maxed out that one. Sweet. Ferengi is the next one to max out. Daily bonus. What is the thing again for that? 30 dilithium ore bonus pool? I still don't understand what a friggin' bonus pool is. Like, you end up getting more bonus per dilithium ore you get. A little bit more. Up until you get to 30. This abomination. Understood, mister. Understood. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Ah, yes. I don't have that one. Yeah. It took me forever to figure out. You can just click on somebody's name and private message them that way. Because I would have to, like, type it completely out. Yeah, that's the one from Ryza. Ah. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. I could have bought that, but I didn't. I could get a lot of stuff from Ryza, but I don't really... I never cared really about the low lunettes, like, you know, the little things to, you know, to buy stuff from the vendor. I just like playing the you know, the game itself. Like, for instance, like when it first came out, I know I've probably mentioned this before. I do that a lot. I re-mention things. If you don't like that, I'm sorry, or have I said that before? uh, but you know, like the first time that I ever played Ryza, I had fun playing it. You know, the races and stuff like that, and all the little things, and you know, having to hunt around and things. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 They're like, yeah. Okay. I didn't know this conversation was still going on from a while ago. I'm sorry. But that's like the whole reason I go back to Rise, like on like every year. Like last year I didn't do it as much as I did it this year, but I was recording this year too, so that made it more fun. There's nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, and nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, and nothing there, nothing there, over here, sitting down on a square. The only wait a minute, wait a minute, whoa, 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 whoa. Why does it go down? That's what doesn't make sense. It says, I need this right here. You give it to him, like, oh, we only needed that. Or are they telling me this thinking I don't know what they're talking about? It's like they're trying to describe to me what it is. I know what it is. Yes, I know. Yeah, I know what ball lightning does. I know what it is. I'm aware of it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Next question. We're aware of ball lightning. We understand it. We know what it's doing. It's up there in the sky. It comes down. It hits us. It goes boom. Yep. Yeah. It's like someone trying to explain something you already know. And like in a conversation. What's a good example? Like someone saying, "Hey, I saw you the other day." Yeah, I know you saw me the other day. Yeah, like yes, I just told you that. But yeah, you know, when you saw me, I was over. You know, you saw me over there. It's like yes, yes, we're aware. We seen you over there. We seen you. Well, sounds like an episode of Gomer Pyle going on around there. We was over and we seen you doing that. And you was there because you seen us too, ain't you? Sergeant Carter. Frangie. It's not free. It's not a free Angie. It's for Yungi. Yeah. Hey everybody, I got an idea. Let's just run around naked. No. 43. I need something with 30-ish. That one's got 30. Nice. Yes, yes, yes. Nancy, Nancy, Nancy. Alright. Here we go, here we go. Wait. For the record. Yes, I can know what ball lightning is. I've known what it is and does for a while. I can know where it comes from and why it makes people angry. Thank you. Thank you. Next question. I'm an asshole. How you doing? It's like what is that funny thing? It's a British show or from a British show, or they do it on YouTube too now, or did at one time, um, where they have the puppets of politicians and stuff. What is the name of that? Damn, I can't think of it. But I'd watched a little bit of that on YouTube, just like little snippets or something like that, because they've been like doing this for 20-something years, maybe even more. And they had like one of Donald Trump whenever he was still president, and he was like asleep in bed or whatever. You know, this is the puppet, not him in real life. And it shows this like snake-looking thing slithering from his back end, you know, his rear end, and it's like it hovers over to his phone and it starts like typing on Twitter and stuff, things and whatever like that. Then it flashes over to like another puppet of this woman or something, just kind of like sitting there, and this guy asks like, "Now what's he doing now? Oh, that asshole's typing something about whatever." And it's like the literal asshole. It's a game.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Why do they keep making it more of a bigger deal than it is? That's funny. What do they think? I'm taking it seriously? What the hell? Nothing to take as real seriously unless you affect me personally. Make my fun not go away. I mean, make my fun not fun no more. By making me stop with my fun. Because if I'm having fun, everybody's having fun. We're all having fun together. Everybody's having fun together. If you're not having fun, get out of here. You ever watch some of those videos of Mark Hamill doing the Joker, but he's reading lines from like the actual movies? That's pretty awesome. Isn't it weird though too, like that Mark Hamill is the Joker. He's the voice of the Joker. The one, the only, the cartoon animated, one of the best Joker voices out there in an animated scenario. Like, You know, to play him as a voice actor. Mark Hamill, the best, and he's fucking Luke Skywalker. Isn't that awesome? Nobody would have ever thought that. They need to have like a mashup, right? Of the Joker and Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker is the Joker. There you. Well, Darth Vader, looks like we're going to have some fun tonight. You're not my father. I know who my father is. No, I don't. I don't even know who I am. You know, kind of thing. It could be you. Take me to Yoda. Commissioner Yoda. Who would be Batman in that? If Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker is painted in the Joker makeup and doing the Joker voice as Luke, but now who would be Batman? Would it be Darth Vader? Because they would be like kind of enemies and stuff. So it would be like a role reversal type situation, where you know, the Joker is good and Batman is evil. And Batman would be, you know, Darth Vader, but he'd have the Vader face and helmet, but with the bat ears. You know, wouldn't that be funny? Yes, my master. Gets in the Batmobile. I've analyzed this sample. It's from the Joker. Bring him to me. He will serve us well. Father, you're not my father. I don't even know who my mother is. Got a sister? The sister be Harley Quinn. That'd be funny. Hey, Mr. J. Mr. J all the way. Just DC characters of the Star Wars, but reversed. The good's bad and bad's good. That would be something pretty cool, I think. It's almost like, in a way, but not completely like it. Twisted Tunes. If you've ever, like, listened to, the, like, cartoon characters over the years, especially here in the United States, the people that voice those characters, they'll have them up, before the pandemic, they'd have these little, conventions and stuff where those voice actors would get up on stage and they would read from the scripts of like movies or other kind of stuff out there, you know, and they'd have like Maurice LaMarche, who does the voice of the Brain, and now like is the main voice of who is it? Inspector Gadget, a bunch of other ones out there, you know. And they'll say, okay, we want you to do this one as Bill Shatner, you know, and they'll say Paul, what is it? Rob Paulson that played Pinky and all that. They'll have him like play the part of Pinky, but you know, as someone else. And it'd be so hilarious. Like they'd have him do Sulu. It's mostly like, because he does a pretty good, he does a damn good Sulu. Rob Paulson does. So they'd have like, you know, Bill, LaMarche, Maurice LaMarche, doing Bill Shatner, and they'd have him like doing like a scene from Star Wars or some sort of just random movie out there, and it's hilarious to listen to. They'd have what's his name? He played Wacko on Animaniacs. They'd have him doing like the voice of stuff too. He'd be like, bitch, you know, talking to things. I don't know, bitch. What are you talking about, bitch? Yeah. He does mostly like all the Arnold Schwarzenegger things that they did in Animaniacs, like the voice of Arnold Schwarzenegger. But they'd have you know. But Twisted Tunes, I got introduced to that by some customers that had come in one day. And they asked me if I ever watched it because I was doing like I don't do voices, but if I get a little crazy, like exhausted, I start just kind of going goofy. You know, not doing a goofy voice, but just being kind of just not caring about reality in a way. And they said, "Oh man, you do a pretty good impersonation of whatever. Have you ever watched Twisted Tunes?" I'm like, "What is that?" And they told me about it, and I looked it up, and I was like, "Dude, this is awesome." Because they'll have like maybe 8 to 10 or so voice actors that do different parts and stuff. Like they'll have the dude that does the voice now of Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, like saying stuff that is hilarious, swearing or whatever. Man, it's hilarious to listen to. It's like, what do we got to do tonight, Brian? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over this Death Star, you know? I have him like, well, Marlise LaMarche does the voice also of Foghorn Leghorn now, and you know, the WB's Bugs Bunny stuff. Did we just? No, we didn't. Okay, I thought maybe we just crashed because this thing just froze on me. Let me check something. This one doesn't show me how many of freezing up and all that. Then we dive down low. Hello, everyone that's not watching. How are we doing today? Are we doing fine or are we doing fine? Oh man, could I have done some more of those? Could I have done a little bit more? Is that what's wrong with me now? Could it be that I'm not a person after all? Twisted Tunes. I need to look more of that up. They have man, what is that dude's name? He does so many voices. He can do like a Jason Statham voice. You know, he's like a famous voice actor too. Gosh, I can't remember names for shit. I only remember Maurice LaMarche because of that William Shatner, like official Talk Like William Shatner Day, March 21st of every year, because it's like Shatner's birthday. So no matter what, you don't like break character, you talk like William Shatner to everyone. It's William fucking Shatner. Hey, the Klingon one went up 2 again. Yay. Do 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 do. I got that in my head still. How can I get rid of it in my head? I don't know how. I don't know how. Plan, no. Plan, no. Plan, no. No dilithium at all. Wow. Wow, man, wow. No, let's see if we can go for that. 165 though. That's a lot. 60, 60, 20. 40 is 72 would get it higher up there. Let's go for it. It jumped it down. Look at that. Wow. Sweet. I'm giving it all she's got, Cotton. But if I try the main, she'll blow. Then she'll dive down low. Farangi. Let's do some more Farangi here. Let's get the Farangi going over here. 70, 71, 15. Let's try this out. Get a big one there. There we are. We did it. Yay. Okay. 50, 60, 60. Alright. That'll do it. That'll do it. Mm-hmm. Oh, that dude I was talking about that can do a Jason Statham one. He does a pretty damn spot on John Cleese. That's his name, correct? Let's see. Yeah, John Cleese. Very good, John Cleese, and he talks a little like him too. Who's the dude who can voice? John Cleese is a voice actor known for. It's like who does John Cleese voice? So that's who he voices, not who voices him. So anyway, Lampoon Vacation, Twisted Tunes. Twisted Tunes. Twisted. Do 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 do. Maybe Nolan North is who I'm thinking about. Yeah, Nolan North. He does Nathan Drake in Uncharted. That's who I'm thinking of. Does it damn good like Jason Statham and all that. Damn good Jason Statham. Of course, again, for the like one word that I'm yawning again. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh man. Anyway, what was I saying? Dude, I got distracted by something. Oh yeah, the Jason Statham thing. The perfect one-worder though would be Kevin Pollak's Jason Statham. There's like a game that I've mentioned this before. I say this a lot. I mentioned this before. I mentioned this before. But he does that one like use one word to impersonate an actor, and with just like a few syllables and stuff. And the one for Jason Statham is "Do you know what I mean?" And you say it like "John Maine," John Maine. That's supposed to be like Jason Statham. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean.
Congratulations, honored first.
I still like the one though for Liam Neeson. That's what just cracks me up. Banana. Banana. It gets me laughing. I laugh, therefore I must be happy. No, I'm pretending. Just remember, if it's not a real noose if it's not 13 rounds running. The moral of today's story is she's gonna blow. People say that I'm a bad influence. I say the world's already hello. Alright. Get that dilithium. Check this again because we're obsessed over it. Okay. Who else is obsessed? Nobody. That's who. Nobody's obsessed. It's just in your head. Change character. Alright. Right. Ushanka. Somebody's probably going to ban me from using that one too. It means hat in Russian. Boink. Boink. Whoa, okay. There's a bunch of Gorn standing there. So, you guys, you're gonna love this. Dude, Rift Tracks is still going strong with their stream right now. It's so amazing. I recommend, if anybody has some screen capturing technology, get out there and just record the hell out of it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, don't do that. Just go over there and watch it. I mean, if you've ever watched in Mystery Science Theater 3000, you'll love Rift Tracks. That's all I got to say about that. It was a bullet, wasn't it? A bullet that jumped up and bit you. Oh, yes, sir. It bit me directly in the buttocks. They said it was $1 million wound. I must keep that money because I can't see a nickel of that $1 million. But the only good thing about being wounded in the buttocks was the ice cream. They gave me all the free ice cream I could eat, and guess who was there? Love Forrest Gump. Good movie. Good movie. I even got bored enough one time when I was younger and Forrest Gump first had come out. I used a cassette tape, though, to do this at first. I recorded like the movie as it was playing, got a microphone, put it up to the TV, and actually recorded the audio of Forrest Gump, the whole movie audio. And then I took that and I put it in like a duplication cassette thing, which was, you just set one here, press play, record the other one at the same time. And I would record only the voice, and then the pauses in between, like the gasp for air or silence or whatever like that, I would cut that out. And I wouldn't get like every single, like word or whatever, just certain scenes and whatnot. And I spliced it all together back then and called it Forrest Gump in a Nuts Shell. And I would play it over and over and over and crack myself up, and I learned a lot of the lines from the movie that way. And then when I went into the whole digital realm, I recorded it over to my computer using line in, and then out from a cassette player deck or whatever. Made it digital, put it on my phone. I have it on my phone that I keep on me like when I'm at work and all that. So if I get bored, I can always turn it on. It's like, hello, my name's Forrest Gump. You like a box? I can eat about 1.5 million of these. My mama said that life was like a box. You never know what you're going to get in life. That mama said they take me anywhere. From that day on, when I was going somewhere, I was running. Run, Forrest, run. Number 2, they was free. I must have drank me about 15 Dr. Peppers. How do you feel? I gotta pee. Man, I think I have to go pee. What is your sole purpose in this army? To do whatever you tell me, drill sergeant? Gump, you're a genius. That's the most outstanding attitude you ever heard. You come out and have I give 160. You're a gifted, Private Gump. What you want to do is just let it nudge them on the bottom. On a good day, you can catch over 100 pounds of shrimp. Everything goes all right. 2 minutes shrimp in 10 hours, and what you say on gas, that's what you said. Like I was saying, shrimp is the fruit of the sea. You can barbecue it, broil it, boil it, bake it, saute it. There's shrimp kebab, shrimp Creole, pan fried, deep fried, stir fried. There's pineapple shrimp, lemon shrimp, coconut shrimp, shrimp soup, shrimp stew, shrimp salad, shrimp potato, shrimp burger, shrimp sandwich. That's about it. And then it just like continues from that. I'm not gonna go through the whole damn thing, but and I probably like missed a few of the shrimps too, because it's been a while. But it would always make me laugh doing that. And the laugh that the guy does, like whenever Forrest says it was, he goes like the guy goes, it was a bullet, wasn't it? And Forrest goes, a bullet. And he goes, they jumped up and bit you. Oh, yes, sir, bit me directly in the buttocks. They said it was $1 million wound. must keep that money because I ain't seen a nickel at $1,000,000. But that guy, he has a laugh, and if you take the silence out of it or the gasping for air, it sounds so fucking hilarious. It's like he goes, you know. But the parts with like Lieutenant Dan on it though are pretty hilarious too. Like let me try to get that in my head, the mood set and all that. Like Lieutenant Dan was always getting these funny feelings about a rock, the trail, the road. He'd tell us, "Get down, shut up, get down, shut up." So we did. Once you get your back against me, get my back. That way we don't sleep in our heads in the mud. You know what we good partnership for? Because we watch out for one another, like brothers and stuff. Hey, Forrest, you know, it just keeps on going so damn fast. Let's go shrimp out here. Shrimp all the time, man. Morning, sir. Huh? What you do? Or you must be at my FNGs. Morning, sir. Huh? Get your hands down. Do not sleep there. You keep about out here. Greasing officer. I'm Lieutenant Dan Taylor. What? What's wrong with you? I was born big gun, sir. Ha, we'll tuck that in and get trapped in creek fire. So you boys from Arkansas, huh? I'm gonna run that one. Oh man, brings back some memories there. Some barbecue. I used to like when people would say do the shrimp thing from Forrest Gump, and I could just like bring it right on out. On a good day, you can catch over 100 pounds of shrimp on 2-man shrimp in 10 hours. That's what you save on gas. Shrimp all the time, man. You know, just bring it out there. Barbecue it, broil it, boil it, bake it, saute it. There's shrimp kebab, shrimp creole, pan fry, deep fry, stir fry. There's pineapple shrimp, lemon shrimp, coconut shrimp, shrimp soup, shrimp stew, shrimp salad, shrimp potato, shrimp sandwich. You know, just keep going through it. I mean, I didn't probably have them all in there at that time either, but I used to have them all in there. I hadn't listened to it in a long time, so. But it's just like it drilled in my head, you know. Like when I was in school and we had to learn the prologue to the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. It was like the first paragraph though, not the whole prologue, but and to this day I can recite it back because it just stuck in my head. The English teacher that was teaching during that year had a cassette of I don't know, it's like a professional cassette thing you can get for the school. Have I mentioned this? Because I remember mentioning it. But you know, I made a copy, took it home, that sort of thing, and would listen to it over and over and over to where it got stuck in my head. And we would have to recite it to the teacher, you know, to get like graded for it and all that.
All 3 silos are under
And I would like
Allied
recite
control.
it back.
Excellent work.
Like, here beginneth the books of the Tales of Canterbury. One that
The Voth
April
fortress is
to the
engaged
shore is
transporters.
sought.
Troops
The
inbound.
truth of March hath passed to the rote, and bad that every vein in sweet liquor, in which virtue engenders the floor. Once a fairer sake with his sweat a breath, in spirit hath in every halt and heath the tender crappets, and the youngest son hath in the run his half a coursey run, and smaller for his making melody that sleeping all the night with open ear. So pricketh him not sure and here courageous, the longing folk to gone on pilgrimages, and palm matters for to sake at strain the strandeds, the farny highways, Coo and Sanderlanders, and specially from every sheer ascender of Englander to Canterbury they wender, the holy blissful martyr for to sake that him hath holden one that they were sake. And so of course that's not like super accurate, but I'm tired right now. And it's one of the things that the school that I went to would always do for like the seniors that would have to do an English 4 or whatever like that. And I'm like one of the only people in my class of that year can actually recite that part. And one of the people I work with now, they're still in school, and they're going to have to do this because this is their senior year, and they were talking about it, and I said, well, you know, I had to recite that. back in when I was in school. And they're like, really? And it's like, yeah. And I still remember it. So I did some of that like Shakespearean type thing because I've never been an actor, nothing like that. So I like walked around the counter at work. I was like, here beginneth the book of the Tales of Canterbury. One that opera with the surest sorta. The truth of March hath passed to the rota. Bother every vein in switch liqueur, which virtue generous the floor. Once fear sake with his sweet breath. You know, I would get like real dramatic and throw the hands up and stuff as if I was talking to somebody. And she was like, "Oh wow," you know. I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Do you mind if I like record you on my phone doing that and show my teacher?" I said, "I don't care. I mean, whenever you want to do that." And now I'm kind of nervous that I'm not like pronouncing things correctly like I used to. So I'd really like to find that copy of that tape, but I doubt I have it anymore because, you know, tape degrades over time, depending on how you keep it. Or give her the cassette if I can find it, you know. It's easiest that way. But it's little things like that stuck with me when I was in school. Like the 50 States That Rhyme song that I learned in the 5th grade. It helped me in we were doing a test in the social science / studies geography or whatever like that, and they gave us a blank map of the United States. We had to fill in each 50 state to get like points and whatever for it, and I made like 100% out of only 3 people in the whole class that did. And I was always regarded as one of those stupid students too that didn't know shit, you know, made bad grades, that sort of thing. And they were like, "How did you do that?" I said, "We couldn't even remember some of the states and stuff and where they even went." And I said, "Well, I'll tell you how I remembered." I said, "It's the song we learned in the 5th grade, 50 States That Rhyme." And I said, once I had all the states in my head, I mean, I could write them down on a piece of paper, and then I can look at them and determine where the ones that I did know were at first, and then fill in the blank for the rest of them, you know, like process of elimination as far as how they go. The only tricky ones were up around Maine and Rhode Island and all that kind of stuff. You know, I knew what Maine was, but Rhode Island and Massachusetts and Connecticut and all that was more of a confusing cluster for me. And they were like, "Wow, so you still remember that song or from all the way to 5th grade?" And I said, "Yes." I can probably even remember it now. My mouth's a little dry from talking so damn much, because I'm a talker, damn it. That's what I'm known for at work. Talking too much and not working. Must learn how to talk and work at the same time. That's one of the little things that a manager once told me. Like, wrote down on a progressive like form or whatever to, you know, do better or whatever. But it was like let me see if I can do this. While in school I studied U.S. geography. The teacher said, "Would you stand up and list your states for me?" My knees began a-knocking, my words came out all wrong. Then suddenly I stood up and sang this little song. Dun 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 dun. Alabama and Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut and more, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, and Iowa, so 35 to go. Kansas and Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, and good old Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, and Montana. Nebraska's 27, number 28's Nevada. Ooh. Next, New Hampshire and New Jersey, and way down to New Mexico. There's New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, now let's see, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, and there's Utah, Vermont, I'm almost through, Virginia, then there's Washington and West Virginia too. Could Wisconsin be the last one, or is it 49? No, Wyoming is the last, it's in the 50 states that rhyme. When I sat down all out of breath, the teacher said, "That's great. I'm quite impressed, you were the best at listing all your states. But if you want to get an A for that silly little rhyme, stand back up and sing that song, but do it double time." Dun 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 dun. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, more Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, and Iowa, so 35 to go. Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, and Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, 27, number 28, Nevada. There's New Hampshire, New Jersey, and New Mexico. There's North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Alaska, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas and Utah, Vermont, almost through. Virginia, there's Washington, West Virginia, too. Wisconsin be the last one, it's at 49. And Wyoming gets the last, it's 50 states that rhyme. Wyoming gets lost to the 50 states that rhyme. Da 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 da. And my tongue is dry. Yeah. But I can do it better, like whenever I'm resting.
Arctic Knight says, "Hi."
Hi! But that's what I would do, like, how I aced the United States map
Arctic Knight
test.
says, "Did you get your main fixed?"
Not necessarily. I logged in this morning when I got, or well, this evening, because I woke up at like 12:45 today. But it was still messed up. It still had the rename token, so I thought, we just, or not rename token, but it had the pop-up for it. And I just typed in another name, and it let me go into the account. But if I want to change my name back, if they let me, I'd have to get a rename token. But I'm still waiting to hear back to see what they have to say about the rename of my own name that I've used forever. To see if it was like an accident from when they decided to tell me to rename my ship or whatever. Which I don't think Crapper Prize was that bad of a ship name. Even the USS Pooper Scooper had to rename thing for it now. Nobody at Cryptic has a funny laugh going on. I guess they're all serious. Why so serious? It's really sad that somebody would report my ship name as being like vulgar or something. Well, it just means toilet. It doesn't mean crap like, fecal matter or anything like that. Maybe I need to name it that. Fecal matter. The fecal prize. Fecal prize. Then it would actually mean shit, But no, crapper just meant toilet. Another word for toilet. That's the name of my ship that I would always do. Like toilet prize, latrine, bidet, urinal, stuff like that. And crapper was just another name for a toilet. But I guess nobody got the memo. That's the only way it was, though, and I understand or have my suspicions about who, but I'm not going to dwell on it anymore. It's one of my problems. I tend to dwell on things. Yeah. But I'm about to go into my main character, since I only just peeked into it when I got up today and checked it to see if it even would let me get into it. So now it's Spork. So now I have Captain Spork and Tuspork, his first officer. But I'm going to see if I can go back to my name. Because that's so stupid that they won't let me use my own name that I've had forever. And I'm afraid, like, if I do use a rename token, that's like, what, 300 and something Zen? Slots and services, probably under that, right? Retrain, rename, right there. 350 Zen. I'm afraid that, like, if I do that, then I rename it, yay, fine, whatever, then they, like, pop up another rename thing for it, and then I have to spend another 350. Then they're all like, oh, you broke the terms of service by renaming it back to your own name. That'd be stupid. That's why I'm trying to hear back from them, but I understand that it's like, like a holiday weekend over there, or well, here in the United States, where I'm actually at too. But I don't treat it as like I don't really care for much for holiday type stuff, even though it does mean something, and to most people it does. To me, it does not mean a damn thing. I'd rather not have holidays that most people like to have, because I tend to believe it slows down production of, like, society, like what you would actually do on a normal day. For instance, say like
Arctic Knight says, I wait, it may have been a bot that flagged you and not a real person.
really, well they just have like a random like bot or whatever in the game that jumps around and checks players, and thought that, I mean, if you would think, okay, let me look at this real quick. If I compose something, or if I say anything here, let me just let me see if I can message myself. 3 5, what is it, 529 is me. Damn it. I forgot to put something. Sup. Yeah, I can talk to myself. See, my main
Arctic
like
Knight
account
says,
thing is
if
that,
someone claims that your name is bad, it may be a bot that does it.
but they can keep claiming it, right? Like if I change it even back to that, or if I change it, say, to what I've already changed it to, and they keep just on about it, like, that's a bad name, rename. That's a bad name, rename. We'll go like add 1 2 3 after it. It's insane. They would think that it would like spark someone going, okay, what's up with these names? And they look at it saying, no,
Arctic
these aren't
Knight
bad.
says, yup.
But you would think if Scorpwana, which is the name I use over the internet everywhere except on Xbox Live because someone else had it first, you would think that would trigger something like here, the at Scorpwana 3529, because that is my actual name, like for everything attached to like the actual character name. I mean, like if they attack Ushanka, I mean her name literally means hat. It's a Russian name for hat. I just thought it sounded cool because it says it's Ushanka. But so we got that. We got some of that going on. That's good. All right. Let me just go over to me, because it wouldn't let me. The rename thing that popped up would not let me put my own name back in there and let it proceed forward. But it did let me use a variation of it that I've used over the internet in the past, which is Spork. Now it let me in today. Let's see what happens. Yeah. So if all of a sudden like tomorrow after this stream, say somebody's watching, right? Let me see, because I can see who's actually watching. It's like you are Fonzie Haas 0031. That's a bot. Reptilus Upsil. I don't know who that is. That could be a bot too, because it says there are 3 people watching, so I guess not. Anyway, sorry if I called you a bot. Rupsolopslin, I can't pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. Just type it in here. Let my voice text to speech say it, and then I'll kind of understand it because I'm stupid with learning how to say names. But say I'd have this video here, and somebody watches it that doesn't like me or whatever, and they see, oh, he's changed it to this. Well, then they put out a thing there.
Rupilius BL says, no problem, carry on.
Ah, you were really there. Rupilius. I like that. It sounds awesome. If that's how it's pronounced. I'm so sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. I just have a problem with like pronouncing regular names half the time. Like somebody named Adam at one time, I called him Adam. Because it was like Adam. Adam? No, my name's Adam. I was like, dude, why didn't I see that? But yeah. So I'm just wondering if even like if me streaming and someone's watching that stream, they said I don't like that name, and they're like purposely like sending a message out there saying, okay, this name offends me, then all of a sudden they don't investigate like Cryptic. They just decide, okay, well that name offended somebody, so they just say rename your name instead of like saying, okay, let's look into this. Is it really offending? I don't understand. How can it mark my name after all these years? Even if somebody's like offended, let's just say if someone really is offended by my own username it's not an offensive name. I even went over like yesterday after my chat or after my recording here, and Xander and them were still playing, and I just went over there to see if they were having any trouble out of their temporal recruit, because that's what this is temporal agent recruit from years ago, like 2016 or something. And I treated it as my main since I got rid of the other main after I got this one, because I wanted this one to be my main. And they said no, they weren't having any problems. And I was like, well, that's weird. And then I told them like a little story about stuff, and they said that does sound kind of like someone's reported you for some reason. And I'm like, I can understand the ship name, yes. Crapper Prize. Yeah, it can either mean shit or it can mean toilet, because the crapper's the toilet. So I got Toilet Prize back. So if someone says, hey, you can't have Toilet Prize as a name, what the hell? It just says, it's just toilet. It has nothing to do with being vulgar. I'll just tell the USS number 2 or something. I just come up with a random name. But hey, at least I don't have to like spend Zen on renaming a ship, you know? But it's just crazy. And I don't know if it's that particular person that, you know, I called it quits with as being on here and helping or whatever. If that's the case, and if I've been mistakenly thinking it's him this whole time, if he's watching at one point, I'm sorry, because I do leave these Twitch VODs up for the remainder of like however many days they play through, and even put them on YouTube. So I don't know if people are watching it there, the person or something, and they're just reporting every little detail that I have. Like if I stopped Twitch and just played normally, would anyone even notice, you know? Is it because, and again, if so, if I'm accusing or thinking it's them and it's not really them, but in my head I'm thinking it is, you know, them to tell me, no, it's not me or whatever like that, I would believe them. I would not say, you know, oh, I don't trust you, you're just making that up. If you just said, hey, it's not me, it's something I don't understand, it's just a coincidence it happened the time you unfriended me or whatever, I'd understand. It's just really annoying that after like, you know, so many years of having a ship name, and they thought, hey, that's offensive. You know, what? Why not then? Why not like have a thing that says you can't use this name immediately when you type it? Somebody's lazy programming or something out there. All right, what do we need to do here? I'm rambling. I need to stop. Shield healing space. Repel your shields at allies in space during combat. We can do that with the event Kobayashi Maru. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm just being paranoid, or if this is just like a random fluke that just happened. It's just the timing is just, it can't be a coincidence. That's all I'm saying. You know, unfriend, ignore, that kind of thing, then boom, like a few days later, after all these years. And no, I don't mean to ruin anybody. Like that's why I never reported anybody as being harassing or anything, because I don't want someone to not be able to play the game. Why in the world is that guy facing the opposite direction? It's got the same ship as I do. It's a mirror ship. Oh, now they're facing the same way. Hello there, mister. What kind of ship is that exactly? Temporal light. Same as me. Oh. Ship twins. That's cool.
This is the Kobayashi Maru. 19 periods out of all tier 6. We have struck a gravitic mine and have lost all power. Our hull is penetrated and we have sustained many casualties.
Mini casual. I like Kobayashi Maru. I wish they'd keep it around for like a all the time. That'd be pretty freaking awesome. And I need to heal shields in space, so I could probably like heal the Kobayashi maybe. Let's keep Kobayashi pinned so we can see his shields so far. And if needed, we'll damn it, I forgot I have auto on. I really got to figure out this whole like thing about binding keys and whatnot.
The next wave is incoming.
The next wave. I'm guessing that doesn't help the Kobayashi. Or well, it does, but it doesn't count toward the Endeavor. You may have to heal friends versus an actual. So I need to look over here. Where's this person here? Let's see. Tag them. Or we tried to. We're gonna try to tag you, buddy. It keeps jumping back and forth here. Let me turn off my auto-firing weapons here. Because that's really gonna screw me up right now. Oh my pretty chitty bang bang. Let's see. Where is this person here? Ah. Ah. Hernia.
Not over yet. The next
It's
wave
not
is
over
coming.
yet. It's not over yet. Repair shield space. Is that not what I'm doing? Shield repair. That's what that is. And I gave it to them. Why didn't it repair their shields and give me some credit? Did it? We're just going to follow them around. Like a little stray puppy dog.
Kobayashi Maru's health is at 50%.
Alright, let's see. Andrea's down. I gave her shield repair and nothing's happening. What? Is that not the right shield repair? Was it this one? Emergency power to shield is mine. So that is the correct shield one. Repair shields and stuff. So, let's see. Targets friends and self. Shield regeneration. What the hell? Hello, Mr. Kobayashi
Heads
Maru.
up. Another wave is coming your way.
Okay, it worked on the Kobayashi. There we are. Guess Kobayashi's my friend. Hello there, Mr. Kobayashi Maru. How are you, Mr. Kobayashi Maru? You're my friend. Wow. Mister? The Kobayashi Maru is almost dead. We must destroy these Klingons. Sir, they're not Klingons. They're all Klingons, mister. The Voth Klingons will not destroy the Kobayashi Maru. I will not allow it. The cool thing about, like, whenever this round is over and stuff, that even if the whole level is over, you can still use this on the Kobayashi. I've hung around and kind of recharged him every so often. There we go. Now we can get back into the action. Alright, let me turn on my autos, because I'm bad about like that. I just press space bar. Boom! Critical. Everything's going critical, mister. Mr. Snot, I need more power to weapons. Mr. Spock, give me some hazard controls there. Archer, beams to overload. Everything going according to plan. Fire. Damn it, mister, I said fire. Attack pattern beta. The Kobayashi Maru is dead in the water. We've got to help her out there. Let's give her 1% more. That poor ship. It's very, very poor.
Get ready for another wave.
Another wave. Here we are. We're gonna go have another wave.
The
Oh.
weapon recharger fix is active.
My Australian friends would probably like roll in their grave. What the fuck? he's from there and he's not really there. Got it. Ooh. Oh, we died. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Pasil has the same one. Andrew's got that one. I still have not decided what ship or anything I want to get from the main event campaign. I mean, I've still got the thing. It's in my bank on here, but I haven't decided yet. I'm looking toward maybe like a Discovery era type ship, because I have had one of the discoveries before in a pack, but never used as a ship, and then sold it before, like a dummy, because I didn't know what I had at the time. I just thought, because I hadn't watched Discovery yet, didn't know anything about the
It's not
ship.
over yet. Enemy assault incoming. Survive the onslaught.
Survive the onslaught. And I didn't really care much for the way it looked at the time, but it grew on me. So, and then I had sold it for like was it a million or so energy credits to get that back from the exchange or something. I undersold it so that I can get the sale that time. But I'm thinking maybe that or the Enterprise from Discovery, since they're going to be having Strange New Worlds or New Worlds or whatever coming out. I just like the Enterprises. Enterprise, the toilet prize. The captain of the ship. But maybe that versus like the two T6 ships. Because I've already kind of got the ship that I want for the game, which is this one I'm driving around right here. Sure, I wish it would be the legendary one, but I like it. It's fun. And I never knew it had a little tin of blue on it. You don't see that mostly. I need to look at the
Not over yet. The next wave is coming, everyone. This simulation.
the Smithsonian that took in the actual real Enterprise from the original series, like the big prop, and refurbished it and made it work again and everything, and updated the lighting system. And it's like in the Smithsonian next to all the real ships and the, you know, like airplanes and stuff. I need to look at more pictures of that, like the recent pictures, to see if it really is this little tint of blue that's underneath the neck of the ship there. Because I want to say they probably just added that for looks or something. Boy, am I rambling. He's a talker. Okay, leave map. Head warp factor 1. Or the sound effect that I got for that. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see, sounds. I have it underneath
Arctic Knight says, in the 60s show, there was a little blue in it.
Okay, that's awesome. I didn't know that because you know the old footage, but now I can actually look for that. I put like a new sound effect down there underneath the stream. If I can figure out which one it is. Mock time, no, the dead, no, far order, no. There it is. Oh, dang, okay.
Ahead, warp factor 2.
The toilet prize. I had warp factor 2, i.e. the number 2. I have a potty humor type situation going on. I don't understand me either. The little blue was in it. So the blue underneath the neck area is accurate, like right around in here. I had never known that. Hey, there's Murdoch. Cool, he's logging on. So now I need to defeat Tzenkethi ground. I think one of these is that. I think home, right here. Or is that the Herc? That's the Herc. Okay, I need to try to remember which one was which for Tzenkethi. So that would be Lucari episode. Maybe New Frontiers? Maybe?
Arctic Knight says, think the blue was lost in the remastering of the shows.
Yeah, the 3D model they used in the render and stuff. That's probably why I don't remember, because the old one, you know, they only had just so many looks to it, but there was that one model that in the episode where Kirk is on planet and they have like the special powers, or somebody's got a special power, and they have a small version of the Enterprise, and it's supposed to be the actual one with the people inside and all that. But he's like holding one of the studio models that's the smaller version, and I need to look at footage of that just to see it, you know. Even though, yes, if it's got the little blue in there, I believe you completely. I just want to see it on there. The car I've discovered a new activity in Alpha Quadrant. Data suggests simulation to see. I think that one right there is the one for the ground. So we'll do that. We'll go there. Transwarp. A head warp factor 2. Flush. So how you doing tonight anyway? If I haven't asked, I'm so sorry. I've been talking my head off. How's everyone doing? If you're in the United States and celebrate Labor Day, how's that going for you?
Their weapon is...
I mean, me, you know, since I work in retail, every type of holiday is not really that fun for me. So it's because I'm on the other side of the counter, you know. But I get to see the enjoyment that others have. They talk about.
Arctic Knight says, with the star background and the Model Plus lighting, ended with a ting of blue.
Neat. Where am I going? I'm going inside. Oh, we gotta probably talk to this person
Their
here.
weapon...
Yeah, okay. We had to actually talk to him. Everybody get out of the way, man. Everybody out of the way. We've got to destroy these Tzenkethi on the ground here. These Tzenkethi people need to be destroyed.
The Kaon particle traces lead into the valley ahead of us.
The valley.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
They followed the waterfall.
They follow the waterfall. They follow the waterfall. They follow
The
water.
rocks here are causing a lot of interference. We should take another set of scans.
That's
to
a
check
pretty
our
cool
bearings.
ripple effect. What the hell, mister? I'm using the wrong tricorder. I don't understand. Hey, what's
Arctic
up?
Knight says, same. Retail, it sucks. Needy customers, and what is it with opening stuff up, and then take a close package? It drives me nuts.
Oh, it drives you nuts. Are you in retail too? What you looking at there, Tony Todd? Oh my god. They're enormous. They've got short
They're
legs.
big and angry.
We now walk the path of violence.
Violence.
So be it. Attack!
Yeah, you go ahead. We'll be over here. Anybody got any marshmallows? Fire. Destroy the Tzenkethi. Where are they?
Come, you
There they are.
stop us.
Fire. I'm a little Methuselah drone out because he loves to kill shit. Huzzah! Tzenkethi. Oh my god. Fire. Sunpack lightning, yo. Love that stuff. I love my Tommy gun too. It's Tommy's gun.
So, there are some Tzenkethi with a taste for battle. Good.
Good?
Scans indicate they took the path to the east. Why would they destroy entire planets?
They must find some tactical
It is the
advantage
Star
in
Trek
these
way to
actions
destroy
for
things.
some reason.
I'm reading Tzenkethi life signs ahead.
It's like the writers
They're
default
waiting
to
for
destroying
us.
planets.
Ah, good.
Good,
We
yes,
will
good.
meet them in glorious battle.
It's one of the things like what is it? The Star Trek 2009 that the destruction of Vulcan that far away, like when old Spock is
Arctic Knight
looking at it.
says, my favorites are the self-entitled and the scammers. You know, the ones that return part of the products or they damaged it and want a refund.
Yep. Yes, I do. Those people, man. It's like, I swear, there was one back when they had the Bluebell thing going on, where you know, what was it, Listeria or something was in the Bluebell, if you bought Blue Bell ice cream, they demanded you take it back to where you bought it from and get an immediate refund, so that you don't get sick. And it's just, you know, one of the things they had for the refund. Well, we had a customer come in one time, had eaten every bite out of the Blue Bell ice cream carton except one bite, and then wanted a full refund on it. We're like, well, we're supposed to, because that's the way it is these days, you know. We even, like, a co-worker earlier today, before I ever got there, came across some packaged meat in the little tub containers. You know, you just pop the tub open and open the package of meat, and then, you know, you eat it whenever you have a sandwich or something. But they had taken the packaged meat out of the tub and put the tub on the shelf, you know, just stealing the meat out of it. Like, damn. Or they'll open like a pack of shirts, and out of 4-pack, and they'll take one and just leave the other 3 just like nothing happened.
They're using delaying tactics. We must be getting close.
Must be
The
getting
path
close.
continues down from here. The protomatter bomb is still ahead of us.
Oh no, we're gonna beam up. Because we're not gonna do the whole thing. It's just maddening. It makes me question, like, you know, before I went into actual retail work, I had a different look at people, you know, like, you know, I didn't see the bad in them or anything like that. But once I got in there, like, what the hell? You know? It just, my whole, like, belief and view of people just shifted. Like, they can really be this way, you know? They can steal you blind. It's crazy. It was just so sad after that. And then I was like,
Arctic
well,
Knight
yeah.
says, you forgot the ones that put on new clothes and leave their nasty old ones behind.
Yep. We had that happen with, the smallest case of it was a pair of flip-flops. Somebody had asked, like, where our flip-flops were. Someone showed them, and they wanted to try them on, of course. So, you know. And then later that day, you know, they were like, oh, we didn't want them, whatever, like that. We go over there, and there's, like, their dirty flip-flops on the, like, hidden underneath something. Like, and these things were only like $1 or $2. It's just so crazy. They'll steal something that's 10 cents, or if they have to. It's insane. Murdoch has logged off. If he logs back in, he's cycling characters. I bet. I do it too. I cycle characters all the time. Alright, since we did not have all that, let's see about some, is there any recruiting going on here? Oh! Let's do that. Recruiting out here in the middle of nowhere. That's interesting. Where is this? Oh, it's way over here. Neat. Departments. There's some more colonists. Those are always fun. You know, I wish there was like a thing over here on the side where it would just show all the like certain department, like you can go to, like click on diplomacy and just shows
Arctic
those only.
Knight says, I have lots of tunes too, and when I do go through all of them it takes 30 minutes.
Wow. What do you do whenever you go through yours? You just like duty officer them, or, you know, like, or do you take them somewhere specific? Like me, for instance, I take 6 of mine out of the others I don't use really, because I'm kind of preparing them for stuff, you know, getting characters assigned to them and whatnot. But I take 6 of mine to the Dyson Ground Battlezone just to farm dilithium, and that's it.
Arctic Knight says, depends.
Depends? Depends on what? Going that far, we'll have to get some depends. It's that old joke from that Bubble Boy movie.
Arctic Knight says, I have a few on Drizzo.
Okay. Just any specific thing, just whatever you're doing at the time, huh? We need to do some more recruitment, so I'm going to move this dude over. And we're going to go to right around in there. Vulcan sector. Go to Sol. We could technically hop over to Sol by using this, you know. But we're not. I'm just going to take the casual approach and use transwarp.
Arctic Knight says, I have a Orion that does go-go dancing on Tuesday nights.
So you like role play them. That's awesome. Just Tuesday nights. So you just imagine like your Orion just sitting there and they're in their ship or at home or whatever like that. They're in a little place going, is it Tuesday yet? My user's supposed to get to log in any moment now and select me. Like a Tron thing. User. Go to the beta quadrant. Snotty. How are you doing there, mister? Achoo, sir. Achoo. Hey, I got a cold again, Captain. I love the way this ship just turns. Wish I had like a cinematic view camera thing you can do to it. Enter the Sol system. Sol system. Dude. I can jump over to my Gamma dude and like get him more caught up too, since I went there yesterday. Gamma dude. So we're gonna go Starfleet Academy to go over and see about recruitments again, because I need to get my recruitment up. That's what I want to do, is rank up my recruitment. Little by little and day by day. Because I have no... I kind of understand why one of my alternates were able... Oh, damn, I'm running away from it. Were able to like get their recruitment up to as far as they did in the shorter amount of time, but I can't do it for this one.
Arctic Knight says, I told my manager I like my Tuesdays off. He asked why and told him. He gave me the look and walk away.
They don't understand, do they? You talk about the game while you're at work, and people are like, what the hell are you talking about? It's almost like a soap opera, you know. Who did it? So and so did what to who? Where did that happen at? On TV. It's like your Star Trek character dictates your personal life. Like saying, "Oh, they tell me I have to be." That's what I do. I tell them I'm obsessed over this. They say, "What do you play?" You know, like if I'm talking about Star Trek online, they'll say like, "What do you play? Like Minecraft? Do you play some D&D at night, or you play World of Warcraft, or you know whatever?" And like, or like Fortnite, you know, being the biggest one right now. And I said, "Star Trek Online." What's that? I said, have you ever heard of Star Trek? Yeah, sorta. Like, well, it's the game. What do you do on there? And I tell them, they say, sounds like a waste of time to me. I'm thinking, well, that's you. I like it. To each their own, I guess. Let's see. Exchange officers. Uncommon duty officers. Select. Unscrupulous. He's a R&D, so I'm gonna keep him. Majel. What does she do? Damage control engineer. I need some uncommon ones that have nothing that they do. Just sit around going. Blah, 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 blah.
Arctic Knight says, well, it's only one day, but when I was playing Swifter, I raided almost every night. Or PvPED.
Yeah, this game's gotten kind of like addictive to me, and I don't know if it's good or bad that I play it every single night, and have been doing that ever since let's see. Well, ever since I got this character. Because I had one before that was my main character for a few years, and then they had the temporal event back in 2016 or something, or a temporal agent recruit, and that's whenever I got this one. And then since it was back in TOS times, I never really thought about putting my character as TOS, so I did that, and then I kind of fell in love with the idea of having the TOS version, because original Star Trek's pretty awesome, even by standards that most people don't understand. But yeah, I need to. I want to go through like creating a TNG one, you know, with the Enterprise D, or closest I can get to it without because I can't get legendary stuff. But and kind of build that crew and base them off of that look of that too. That's my whole goal. Is like, you know what? Why can't they have a
Arctic Knight
TNG
says,
recruit
my
thing?
first tune is parked. I had no clue what I was doing when I first started.
Yeah, that's kind of what I went through, but I ended up deleting it because it had just what was the level max then, about like 60 or something, and it had just a bunch of junk. You know, I would use it for just a few TFOs and just the story missions or something, and just didn't. So then, like when I deleted it, it didn't have any like bonus stuff. I didn't use any of this. I didn't use the C store. That's what it was called back then, C store. Which you probably remember that. Um, and all that stuff. And I didn't really upgrade any of the weapon stuff. I had maybe a few uh, research and development type superior or less whatever updates that I would get from TFOs, and not really make anything. It was an on and off type character for a few years. You know, I didn't like get on every single day until I got this character. Now, because I wanted to like it to be a temporal. Because I think it was, what was it? Something, it inspired me. Something inspired me. What was it? It was this the temporal thing. We have to go over here. Run. Eh, 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 Boink. Just run over there like a little spastic child. Oh, it's wrong thing. Dang. ADHD, the kid. Bank. Up here at the top corner. Yeah. The
Arctic
temporal
Knight says,
transponder.
when I first started, you had to run this mass event and summer event on every tune.
I never, like, when I started, I didn't even know there was a summer event or a winter event. I completely like missed out on all of it. Even like the what was it? Like Q coming down and giving out the party horns and stuff. I didn't even do that because I wasn't even aware really of it. But dang, I clicked on it too much and put it in there. But whenever I became this character and I saw this here, and I opened it up and I saw, like, you know, oh, it's got these little things that I could do, you know, and get stuff up to whatever. And so I started doing all that and locating all these probes, and it got me interested in playing like almost every day. But the only problem is with this one, even though I play it every single day, I don't have a lot of playtime on it. I can go to combat menu there, which it says a different name because I had to change it, but I've only been on active duty for 58 days, 2 hours, 20 minutes, 38 seconds. But I've had this one for years. It's just I'm not online full time with it like most people. You know, some people have a way of like just setting their ship up or whatever AFK and not being kicked from the game. I don't know how to do that. Another drunk Jim Hadar right there. Or my character. I mean, I've thought about like using one of those mouse emulating type things, whatever, the clickers and stuff, but the one I tried didn't work. Or even like doing this, you know, like holding the one button go to one direction and stuff, or holding two and just doing in circles like this, you know, off like when I'm away from the computer, like just having something heavy set on two keys.
Arctic Knight says, going to stream snipe you.
All right, go ahead. I'm getting pushed out of the way by NPCs, so it's fine. It's fine, mister. I have no idea where I am. I'm here. There you are. That must be you. Night. Sweet. Hi. Hello. Well, yes. You got one of those things that, like, pop up all the stuff around. That's pretty cool. I never understood what that was about. Because when I click on it, nothing happens. Lays attentively. Gets
Arctic
walked all
Knight
over by
says,
PCs.
It's your rep.
Oh, you can, like, show your rep? Could I do that? Or you had to, like, have, like, a special thing? Huh.
Arctic Knight says, when you max it out you can.
Max out my well, I've got oh gosh, all my reputations are like maxed out right now. Every one of them's 6, except the event one. Of course, that's because it's retired, and I still never got the full thing for the last thing on here. What the heck? Oh, but yeah, I missed that actually. Oh, you changed uniforms. This is my default uniform. That NPC's walking really slow. Huh. I come home in the middle of the night. My body says, when you gonna treat your life right? Temporal hack. Electrical DOT fragile disable shields. Oh, another one. Let's see. What do I have here? Change outfit. Off duty torn. Wrath of Khan. Wrath of Khan coat. Wrath of Khan. This doesn't seem to fit right because, you know, I based my character off of Shatner and he just doesn't have enough
Arctic
weight for
Knight
it.
says, well, do you mind if I friend you?
Sure. I don't mind at all. We can stalk me in game. Look at that. It still has that. Yay. So is that like a human or alien? Human, yeah. Okay. Arctic 9. Neat. Arctic 9T. Cool. Interesting. So you do the rep thing. How did you like make that happen?
Arctic
Is it a
Knight
thing?
says, read my bio.
Okay. Oh, here. Info. Born in the late 20th century with a life-threatening genetic defect, her parents, in desperation, sought out questionable help, genetic alterations, and thus she was saved. However, due to the eugenic wars, Knight's parents faked her death and had put her in put her in a cryonic chamber, which was then placed in a satellite. The satellite was eventually found and picked up as scrap by a Ferengi cargo ship. It's always those Ferengi. When the cargo ship later encountered a blockade, the satellite was traded to a Cardassian station on Bajor as a bribe. Sounds about right. Some kind-hearted Bajorans then discovered Knight inside the satellite, where it sat in the Cardassians' officers' storage warehouse. With some fast thinking from these Bajorans, Knight was safely revived and hidden. Nice. In her early teens, her adopted Bajoran family was killed by the Cardassians during the occupation. Forced to live on the streets, she joined the rebels to survive with the thoughts of revenge in her heart. Ooh. It was in her late teens that she made a name for herself. After finding an abandoned derelict Starfleet ship, she patched it up and
Arctic Knight says, check available skills for reputation flourish.
Available skills. She patched it up and with a minor crew started wreaking havoc for the Cardassians and the Dominion. Wow. At the end of the Dominion War, the Federation offered her a position in Starfleet. There she rose up the ranks quickly. Although many of the top brass questioned her style, they thought it was safer to keep her close. Due to her history with them, Knight has no love for the Ferengi, Cardassians, or the Dominion. As for the Federation, Knight merely sees them as a means to an end. Ah, so you're using the Federation. Interesting. Check available skills. Oh, wrong thing. Ah, there. Skills. They're multiplying. Electrify. Gotta shape up. That or traits.
Arctic Knight says, on your power bar.
Power bar up here. Okay.
Arctic Knight says, the little computer.
Little computer. Power bar.
Arctic Knight says, bottom center bar.
Bottom center bar. Back down here. Okay, let me get this stuff out. Well, that out of the way. Yeah, that. There we are. We gotta make that as small as possible. Oh, probably like clicking that and then looking. Let's see. Fire my mark. Genetic, lunge, medical, rapid fire, reputation flourish. Wow, look at that. Dude, I have
Arctic
never
Knight
seen that
says,
before.
Yes.
Wow. That's how everybody's been doing that. I never look for that stuff. I never look in this little thing here. Non-combat pay. What is that? Can I use that now?
Arctic Knight says, LOL.
What do I do with that? Oh, it's the other board
Arctic
thing.
Knight
Okay.
says, you're welcome.
Sweet, thanks. Yeah. I've only ever like just put. I've been like this kind of setup for so long. I didn't even. I got Defiance and I have. Oh yeah, that's like automatically destined for more. I already have that down there. Encoded. Fire my Mark III. Really? From where? Applies to damage resistant stealth buff. Oh, that's already down there too, dude. A lot of this stuff like automatically put it down there, so I didn't even know it was here. Possible device. What's that? Injury from your current target, which will be yourself or another player, cannot be used during combat. Huh? Do I always have that? Where'd that come from? It's in my inventory. I'm not even aware of it. I need to do something in my inventory. I know it's full. There's no more space. Oh, that looks like it. Consumed on use. So how the hell did I get those? I don't even understand. Love my lunge kick. Medical nanites. Kind of nanites that seek out, heal, and recruit allies and nanites. Do I not have that on there either? Wow. Unlock this tray. Look at that. Oh, neat. I've only ever had it set a certain way for so long. I just never even realized. Revitalize? Do I have that?
Arctic Knight says, it's one bad thing with Stowe. They keep adding stuff, but not inventory space.
Yeah, I mean, I used a lot of Zen that, you know, I dilithium to Zen is how I do, you know, I don't pay for Zen. I have that for that gift card that one. But anyway, I've maxed out, like, how much, but I haven't maxed out my bank yet. But now, since this whole dilithium exchange thing is getting kind of weird, I've been trying to hold off on using any Zen for small things. I may need to save it all as I can for rename tokens. After all the stuff I'm going through now. It's not karma, it's somebody. That's different.
Arctic Knight says, I have tunes that are just storage.
That's exactly like some of mine are right now. I put them over there. Even like where they at? My little duty officers and stuff. You know, my bridge officers. That's primarily what they do. Like, okay, what the hell? He used to have some stuff here. I had like Romulan stuff. Wait a minute, that's the clone one. Okay, because he was bigger and better. But that's kind of what I would do with here. Like, I store all this stuff. Like, I have the doctor storing these rebreathers. I don't know how easy they are to get. So, well, it's a common device. I can probably replicate them, can't I? I'll probably get rid of those. Probably. But that's what they kind of do. They just hold on to a bunch of just junk. There's Gary, the Klingon. Photonic Sulu. Gary Sulu, Captain. Sulu. They don't have, like, maybe they will now since we're going to go TOS. Like, actual TOS shields, body, and sets or something. Maybe. Because I don't know what to put on some of my TOS-y type looking people. Like, defaults. Because, well, really, I think in Star Trek they don't really have, like, personal shields all the time or at all that I can remember. Zulu. Hey, Kira. Zulu. Not to be convinced, or not to be, whatever, hear that, blah, blah, whatever his name is. Akira Sudu, Captain. Sudu.
Arctic Knight says, I want the toga outfit.
Toga. How do you go about getting that? Like the one they used in, what is it, the Gods episode with the dude that wore the, like the Roman God episode of Star Trek, or... I don't know why I have... just it's the whole Romulan
Arctic Knight
stuff.
says, they used it a few times.
A few times. Is it something you can obtain in the game? Spock here, sir. Spock. Spock here, sir.
Arctic Knight says, no.
Oh man, that sucks. Someone needs to go through like all the episodes ever of Star Trek and just recreate all the costumes.
Arctic Knight says, but I've been trying to get it in the game.
So it's not in the game, but you've been trying to get it in the game? Or is it's not obtainable, but it is in the game? Or I'm confused. I get confused easily. If you didn't notice, I get confused a lot. There's Crichton in his baseball. He likes to throw his baseball at me whenever we're playing.
Arctic Knight says, not in the game.
Oh, you've been trying to get it in real life. Somebody's pushing you around too, these NPCs.
Arctic Knight says, but I keep asking for it.
Oh, okay, I got you now. You keep asking them to put it in the game. That's what someone needs to do, is like just go through everything and all the costumes that were in the, and just put it in there. Give it to us. It even lights up some areas. That could be useful for dark areas. If I even knew what some of these symbols meant. I know they mean reputation, but maybe if the reputation actually... Oh, it does. Okay. I didn't even notice that either. That's one of the things that I don't really understand much. Right now in this game. If the events, like this reputation had been retired event thing, tier 0, whatever. Whenever it was active, I used it. It was, how these little things, whatever. But if it's no longer there, why keep the screen up for it? Why hover it over everybody and say, hey, this reputation used to be this, it's used to be that, we got rid of it. Why? Why do they still have it available to look at? A reminder of what they used to be? Or what they are now? I don't understand. Emote. No text.
Arctic
Talk.
Knight says, because it may break something.
Oh, yeah, that's very true. They're afraid to get rid of it because it'll kill the game. It's like one of the key things, like, say, let's see, let's go back to it. Say they get rid of that and the rest of them just disappear too and deletes everything about it. And then they can't revert it back. I guess that's so true. Man, all the stuff they've turned off in this game because they can't figure it out. Gravy. Let's see. What else was I wanting to do? Oh, yeah. Yeah. We could do the holding for K13. Because I want to get K13 up there as best as possible. It's going to take a whole damn long time to do it. But I'm prepared. And I also need to check over a few people that are part of this fleet here. See how well they're doing with their donations, so I can upgrade them as well to help encourage them to do more for the fleet, even though I'm not really look, I've done like 3,561,702 versus people above me have barely done a damn thing, and I still can't get like a new position. The fleet message popped up, and I know I put that on there. Let's see, can I change that? Yeah, I know I can change it because I'm the one that wrote the damn thing since nobody else is here anymore. Vacation's over. Let's see. The IER? Tier 3? There we go. Listen here, mister. We can get the K13 to Tier 3. We just have to work together. Nobody will see it. Goodness gracious. There's nobody like doing anything. It's so crazy. Oh, I'm 4th place in donations. That's awesome. I passed up this other guy. How long has it been since that person's been online? 7/1/2021. Oh, no, wait. That jumped. It didn't show the right thing. Let's see. Overall contributions. Johnny Drake. Okay. Last online 9/5. Okay, so they're a regular. That's good. What about that other dude? Like a trolling something from before. Next. That'd be the next then. Okay. Trolling somebody. Okay. They were online yesterday. They're a fleet admiral. What if I inspired them to the next rank? Because this is how they have the rank set up. Since I can't override that, the person that made this fleet can, but they haven't been online in a year and a half almost, or what? No, a full year. December will be a full year since they haven't been online, I think. Let's see. Let me look back at that. Status, mister. Status, Mr. Worf. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing here, mister. Oh, sorry, Captain. I'm sorry. Status? Isn't it supposed to, like... Well, my status
Arctic
is always
Knight
sitting.
says, my fleet is maxed out. I was hoping that they'll let my baby fleet join, but it did not happen.
Your baby fleet? Ah, man. I've always thought about just doing my own fleet if it were possible, like to just, you know, donate your own stuff and have all your characters donate, but that'd be a whole lot of like massive time and stuff. Rank change. Fleet rank. That's what I was looking for. Red Queen. See this Ebony Red, who's the person that made this. In one whole month, they'll be like a year from not playing anymore. I don't know what happened to him. I hope nothing bad, but so then that would
Arctic
mean
Knight
inheritor.
says, only way you could do that is to join an armada.
Join an armada. I don't know if this one's even part of one. Doesn't look like it. Invite an additional fleet to use your armada. You only leave fleet. Yeah, this one's it's not even in one. I don't think. Inform. So, because I got invited to this fleet maybe years ago or so, and it just stopped. How long ago has it been that one person? Okay, so that one wouldn't take it. Rank changed there. Because there's something about like if someone's not there for so long, the fleet will inherit to someone else. Yeah, that person would probably get it next. Slacker, whoever it, whatever, something.
Arctic Knight says, yup.
If they even want to participate, because I don't even know if they've been like doing stuff. The fleet. The fleet, mister. Overall contributions.
Arctic Knight says, it's how I got my baby fleet.
So you got your baby fleet? How many people you got in the baby fleet? Like just the standard 5, but what does it take? 5 people to start a fleet?
Arctic Knight says, yup.
Ah. So you inherited someone else's fleet, and now you're the admiral of the fleet. That's awesome. Tribute.
Arctic Knight says, baby fleet is a LVL 5 only.
Ah. I've never seen one that low before. I mean, the first one I was ever in was the Nether Sphere, and they, what is it? I can't even go to that channel anymore, I don't think. But they were like maxed out at that time, which was over 7+ years ago or whatever. And I accidentally like left the fleet thinking if I can temporarily join another one just to check it out and then go back. And then no, I didn't go back. And I sat around for a while and joined this one up here, and nothing's been going on ever since. I've been slowly growing it. Few people have been donating. I'm not going to say no one has, but it's just not as much. I mean, we finally got out of the 50s, so there you go. Let's see that. There. Stairs. Dilithium. See, that's one of the things. Like, if I can get the, because I've been using up all of my fleet credits to get this up here. Let's see. Let me do it again. The hell with it. The hell you say, mister? Yay! At least we're a little over halfway. I can't wait to get that one up there. Maybe it'll lower the... I don't know if it does that. If it lowers the amount of dilithium needed. Like, say this thing says 27,000. What if it... Does it lower that down like by half or something, the requirements, so it makes it easier to start leveling up? Or is it always just a set amount for all these projects? It's one thing I've never looked
Arctic
into.
Knight says, nope.
Oh, okay. So there's really no need to even worry about upping the lithium mining thing then. I've been wasting all my fleet credits on nothing. It was something though about, what is it? Blark. Stacks with fleet projects discount. The lithium mining daily mission. Nah, we don't care about those. I did a lot of those back in the day. Every day with that thing. The little mini game of turning it around and having to move it all the time. That just was something else. Minor custom unlock. Ah, you have the swing. I love it. It's like the dilithium store. I guess it discounts the store stuff then. I got you. Like the things that you go to, say, the Spire to buy. I guess there's a discount there instead of it being discounted in here. All right. Sausage. I'm gonna hit the sausage. Leads the change. What is the no text version of the batting one? Emote, no text, batter up. No. Batter? Because there's always like a text version. That's how it works. Dance. Unusual. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. Oh yeah, that one. That's cool. There's one emote I don't have though. Where is it? It's this groove one. Does anybody have Dance Groove? Because someone had said it's like a glitch or something. I don't know. It's a fake? Where's that come from? This emote is not online. Well, damn it, mister. Gone. I love that one. It's so fun. Look at that Jim Hadar in the background back there being all like drunk. I swear, all they had to do is do the home mission. That's all they needed to do. That NPC right there is in a hurry. Look at him. The other guy's like, I don't really care. They just told me that I was not good enough for this damn fleet. These suckers can push us around, can't they? Nice. How long have I been recording here? 3 hours and 23 minutes.
Arctic Knight says, it's a special one you had to do. Put money to a charity.
Oh. Wow. I must have not even seen that before. I have a problem with not really paying attention to what's going on in the game unless it, like, everyone's talking about it. Event store, reclaim rewards. Kobayashi Maru. Space equipment. Revolutionary warp core. Does that mean I can't get it, or? Huh. Yeah. Alright. I think I'm gonna call it an evening. This has been interesting and educational. Learned about that. I come home in the middle of the night. Oh, hello. Hi. Hello. Okay, run away. Shoo, 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 shoo. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna leave off right here. Hopefully tomorrow. I don't know. It'll be Labor Day, so I guess the tech team probably won't even bother responding to my email or my my ticket thing or whatever about my name. This sucks. If I rename it though, what if they decide to change it back? Will I get mad at me? Will they bar my account if I change it back with a rename token? I don't know. The unknowns are what I don't know. Ooh. Can click on those.
Arctic Knight says, you may have to wait till Tuesday.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna wait for that.
Arctic Knight says, I wait.
It's a good idea. Good advice. I like it. I like it. Is this upgraded? Ooh. Here. Nope. Got 1,263 Zen barely. I was hoping maybe I can get what is it, a half discount for the legendary thing when it comes out, and that's only going to be was it 16, but half will be 8 Zen, 8,000. Ah. There's nothing there, is it? Kobayashi Maru. It's not Kobayashi, it's Ashy, because William Shatner would say it with an ash. William Kobayashi Maru. Like Kobayashi Maru. Okay. I'm definitely going to end it there. Thanks for being here with me while I was nuts and going crazy and shooting things across the stars. I'm going to probably get on again tomorrow because I've been doing this to the point where
Arctic
I think I'm
Knight
OCD.
Says, Night.
Night, yes. So I keep playing and not being able to. It's like an obsessive compulsive problem now, the streaming. Alrighty. We'll see you next time. Let's see. Emote, no text, wave. How about that? Bye! Alright, going here and bye-bye.